counted 9 to 10 fingers, so assuming a couple months.
Yeah.
The Cyclops took them to the storage room to sleep in for the night. Gunnar locks them into the storage room but Wen gets Sebastian outside to check out the village and finds everyone has gone to bed. Dante and Kurgus use polymorph to sneak out while Wen casts Tiny Hut inside the building out of habit. When Dante and Kurgus get back to the party, they talk about freeing the slaves by poisoning the Cyclops' food. Barry mentions that he has stone rot poison that guarantees death for whoever drinks it, albeit it's a very slow, painful death. The party gets up in the morning and Xanth shows them the slaves and the fighters, autocorrect, to the party, and Wen and Kurgus sneak away to test the poison on a conjured chicken, and it died. Wen and Kurgus decide on getting the Cyclops to drink the poison for themselves. Wen decides on saying it will give them the ability to use magic. They come back to them cooking eggs for breakfast. And Wen tries to get an egg to take with them. Wen and Kurgus talk to Xanth into letting them test the Cyclops by getting them to test their faith by drinking the poison. Wen talks to the slaves, and they say Sinhel airships destroy Nola, while Kurgus distracts the giants by teaching them dwarvish terms such as rope, torch, friend. Kurgus and the Cyclops have a good conversation about friends and sends the siblings to Narf to win her as a quote-unquote friend. And then the party walks with Glorp to take half the humans to the fields and debate on whether or not they should take the win and get away with what they have or go back and get all of the slaves.
Well, I think we found our new note taker, guys.
Yeah, where did this come from?
Right? Holy cow.
I have notes. I just never bothered writing them down before.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well, that was very, very concise.
Well, because it's weird, because like I used to take notes like that, and then I stopped doing it, and then I started taking notes again, but they're about half of that now.
Yeah. They're DM notes. Just enough to remind you what happened. Yeah, I think well, that really covered it all. I don't have anything else. So yeah, you guys, it's around midday. Maybe not, don't know the exact time, but it's around midday. And you guys are just now heading out of the city with roughly 15, maybe a few more human salves, and and yeah, you guys are headed out to the fields where they're going to work for the day. Glorp is leading you all out, and I'm going to go ahead and just switch the map. I got a new map in here for you guys, and I have not been making these maps, so I'm a little off, but I at least got the scale right this time with sizing. That is how big these Cyclopses are, just for reference. So yeah, you guys are led down midday, kind of sunny-ish. You're led down the mountain about a mile, maybe a mile and a half, and it kind of flattens out into an angled slope, but it's like field-like, which is where they have, and you can see sheets of fields of wheat, some of which has already been cut and piled. There's trees, an abandoned building where a farm probably used to be before, maybe the Cyclops, maybe not. Something has wrecked it. And yeah, there's a little stream coming down the mountain as well, and that's where you guys are at. And as you guys get down and follow around, all the humans get to work in getting their work done for the day, working in the fields.
Okay. Can we put a marker on Glorp that he's charmed? And honestly,
yeah.
I forget exactly what my command was to him.
When you give him the sign, he's gonna do something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was. I remember I was gonna give him a sign. I think it was to get the slaves away from the city or something like that.
There you go. There you go. He charmed.
It looks so cute with his little heart.
Yeah, right over the eye almost. Can I turn it? There we go. Yeah, there we go.
He just turned this into an anime.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, here's your anime Cyclops. Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta put that back because I can't not see that now.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks like anime Cyclops.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, midday, all the humans are doing their work. What are you guys doing while they're doing this? It's gonna take them several hours to do their work and bring the wheat back and all of that. Oh, just as an added note, Glorp would have also been carrying a cart that they're going to bring all the wheat back with.
Okay.
So there's also like a long 20-foot long cart that Glorp would be taking as well. So what are you guys doing?
I think I'm gonna walk over to Glorp and just kind of stand beside him. So Glorp, what are the other salves doing while these work the fields?
Oh, the other human do other other work. They sort fruit. They tend animals for food. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you think if they got those jobs done early, that then maybe they should come help these ones out in the fields? Because this looks like really hard work for little people. And I kind of motion with two hands and make like a not quite a clasping motion, but showing like real small, um, and say, do you think that maybe they could come out and help them and get the work done faster?
Don't know. We never do that before. Maybe?
Well, because the reason I say this, Glorp, is because if they can get the work done in the fields here faster, they would have more time to cook for you, and they could probably make even better food.
Ooh, more better food. Yes. That sounds good to Glorp. Maybe we. And he like stops and pauses. Maybe we see if they finish early. Yes.
Well, I mean, they're not going to finish early unless they get some help. So we'd probably have to get the other humans to come out here and help them.
Oh, you help? You help they
Ah,
finish early.
I'm not a human. I don't do this. Kind of give a dismissive gesture at the fields.
I feel like the closest human to you just like glares at you. um oh,
I can't tell
Oh.
if he's frozen or trying to recover.
Probably trying to
I
recover.
think he's frozen.
Oh,
Okay, he's
figures.
frozen.
Figures.
You're back, by the way.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, he like I feel like the closest human to you just kind of like glares at you when you say that. Then he goes back to what he's doing. Oh, Glorp not no. But maybe you help anyway. They finish early.
Well, Glorp, I mean, obviously you have to do this important task and watch these humans, but who would we talk to if we wanted to maybe get the other ones to help to make better dinner for tonight?
Oh, that would be Xanth. Xanth controls what humans do. Yes.
I'm gonna kind of pinch the bridge of my nose when he says that, and under my breath, of course.
Your head hurt? Why you grab face?
There was a mosquito.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party. Uh, what do you guys think?
I mean, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how we're gonna get the others. He's trying to be subtle about it, but he's trying to indicate without tipping off Glorp.
Well, hang on a second. Glorp only speaks giant, right? I was talking to Glorp and giant.
Yes, yes.
Oh, he only
Okay.
speaks. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm still stuck on how we're going to get the other prisoners out of the village.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for these ones here. They're out. We just and Glorp, I'm gonna say G-Man over there. He'll help us get them away from here, but I don't know about the rest of them. If we try to rescue the rest of them, it might put these ones in danger.
How much? Oh wait, no, we decided not on using the stone. Wait, no. How much damage did the stone rot poison do? Like over time.
I think it was like a D4 maybe. But like we wouldn't know that. We just know it would take a long while for that.
Okay. Does it seem like it would be something that could happen in a night?
No. I feel like with giants, probably a week. Couple of weeks, honestly.
Hmm.
And then we definitely don't have a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe even months, I'm gonna be honest with you.
And it's not like we could sit there and just fight them either.
That was in character, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. The Glorp's just doing his own thing. He's watching them, make sure they don't run away. So you guys gotta tell me what you're doing.
I don't see. I can't think of any good way to get the rest of them out without endangering these ones that are already out.
Let's just leave.
But I mean, like, we can't really just leave them here.
Of course we can. Some of them like it here.
Okay, but not all of them like it here.
Well, how are we supposed to determine without asking them individually?
I thought
He
we
only
did
speaks
that.
giant. When's gonna call out to all the human slaves?
It's fair.
I thought we did that though.
No, I think we did with the other group. I don't remember if we asked these specific humans if they wanted to stay or leave, though.
Yeah, I mean, you talked to both groups. You kind of knew who was and who wasn't.
Here and the ones that are
Yeah,
still in the town, correct?
like-
that wanted to leave and wanted to stay.
Right. It is a mix, and to be honest, it was 90% still wanted to leave. There was a few that were like, "Yeah, this is actually better than my life before this, so I'm good." So yeah,
I mean,
most of them wanted to leave.
the only thing I can think of is if we can come up with some kind of competition, because it seems like the Cyclops value strength over anything else. So maybe if we can convince them to have some kind of competition to distract them. But
Couldn't could you? He's gonna look at Kyrgyz. Could you conjure up some type of storm
some type of storm.
that we can claim as a sign from Loki?
Let me ponder that for a second.
Check spellbook. Meanwhile,
It's like-
Glorp is he's getting some of the hay and stuff on the cart that they're getting prepped.
Because, like, if we could, we just have to convince them somehow that they need to flee or go do some test or something so we can get the humans away. So, I mean, if we could just conjure up a storm or some type of distraction and claim it's a sign from Loki.
Why don't we poison one of them And just say the humans did it.
It gets some kill, doesn't it?
They'll get them out of here.
Dante.
There's actually a few things I can do. I could conjure up a big windstorm to blow through the town. I could also have basically all the plants in the area come to life. And we might be able to convince them that's the wrath of Loki.
Or we could convince them that's the wrath of the humans. If they work with the plants every day and the plants suddenly come to life.
I mean, I can also call spirits and elementals. I mean, how do you think the Cyclops would react to the Earth just coming alive and walking around?
Well, we could say, I mean, we could probably talk the chieftain into thinking it was the humans gaining some kind of magic. Because they worship Loki now or something.
That's an interesting take.
Genocide.
Dante's like, I still vote for the poison.
The problem
just
with
a
that is,
genocide.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say to win. I think the problem with that is, if he decides to test them, they're gonna get squashed.
What if he tests me?
You could go back looking like one of the humans.
Exactly.
That's true. And you could pretend to cast the spell, and I can summon the winds. I can make the plants come to life. Whatever you want to do.
I could probably, let me see.
If you can keep him busy long enough, I can summon an elemental.
How long does it take to summon?
A minute.
A minute. How long does it last for?
An hour.
An hour.
I think that would be enough of a distraction to get the other ones out.
Would well through the earth, right?
Correct.
So what if you have the elementals spring up from underneath them and grapple them down?
That would cause quite a commotion.
I just as the DM, keep in mind that these creatures, the Cyclops that you want to grapple, are at a minimum 40 feet tall. They're gigantic creatures.
I do not think an earth elemental is big enough to do that.
Mechanically speaking, they're gargantuan.
Okay, I think we might be better off just going to conjure up a storm or something.
Okay.
A firestorm.
I mean, I could. So if we have them make a big bonfire for us leaving, I could have the fire come to life. That would be a spectacle for them that I don't think they've ever seen.
Well, like a fire elemental, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I just need a 10-foot cube,
Nice.
which I feel like a Cyclops bonfire would.
Oh yeah, you saw that already.
I mean, we have some options, but I don't know if any of them would for sure work, and
yeah,
I don't want to put anyone in danger that we don't have to.
Okay. You said you can conjure up a bunch of wind, right?
Yeah, in a 100-foot cube.
What if you conjured it up on the mountaintops where there's a bunch of snow and create a snowstorm?
How close are we to the snowy part of the mountainscape?
You're not overly close, but you're really not too far away either. I don't know if that helps you. I think, how close do you need to be for the storm? Let me ask that.
I don't think I would be able to cast it that far away. Yeah, it's 120 foot range.
Oh no, you're like maybe a quarter of a mile away.
Yeah, I kind of figured we were like a good
Like
distance
Well,
away.
it's still cold, but it's not snowing here.
what I'm thinking is Wen talks the giant or Cyclops into checking out the snowstorm, saying he got a vision from Loki about it or something. And then we kick up the snowstorm. They get lost inside long enough for us to get the slaves away.
Hmm.
Because Wen's already showed them that he's a holy person of Loki, as far as they know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like for everyone to roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Let me fail my perception check now.
I can do
Four
this.
11.
Oh, Kirkus can roll now too. Yeah.
Wait, can I? I just rolled.
Wait.
I got a nat one.
Wait.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
My first actual roll was an at 20.
Two
Bard.
nat
Wen is
ones.
very deep in thought
Bard is
right
amazing. Okay. Wow, we got 2 nat ones. That is crazy. Okay. How do we want to do this? Wen and Dante, how are the two of you distracting Kirgus from visualizing what's about to happen?
No.
No, Wen's just talking with Curtis.
My-
about
Yes,
passing
yes.
away.
My first roll.
You're still gonna see it. It's just, yeah. Okay. So, how are the two guys distracting him?
I'm gonna be chewing on a tree.
I was about to say, I would just say Wen is just sitting there rambling on about different plan ideas.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, Barry, you you're like looking around trying to count the humans, and all of a sudden, Barry, there's one less human than you remember seeing. You haven't seen him move. You haven't seen him, but you don't remember there being this few humans.
The best time
Yeah.
to wear a striped
All right, you're
sweater.
Yeah. So, as you're listening to Win talk, eyes kind of glazing over, you look over to see Dante like chewing on a tree. You know, it's like, oh god. And you like turn around and look, and all of a sudden, out of your periphery, you notice the human walk back behind a building and disappear. One of the humans. That's it. Just
Okay.
that.
All right. All right. Well, when I think one of these ideas might work.
That was beautiful timing.
Okay. All right. As I was saying, when I think you're on to something here. But I'm gonna say that kind of distractedly, and I'm gonna switch to giant, and I'm gonna look over at Glorp. Glorp, is it okay if we take a walk? Just
Glorp-
us. And I'm gonna motion to the party.
Glorp not care. He watching humans. As he like you guys would watch him take this tree that he and another human helped take down, and he grabs it by both hands and just puts it over his knee and just snaps the tree in half and puts 2 halves onto this cart. Glorp not care. He watching humans.
Okay, you're doing a good job, Glorp. We're gonna take a little walk while we're waiting for the salves to finish up.
God. Yeah. I like it.
I'm leaving it that way in my notes.
Hey, just go east. I mean west. Yeah. Okay. So, where are you guys headed? Are you going back to the camp or just walking in general?
So I'm gonna switch back to common and be like, I'm gonna motion towards the buildings over here, and I'm gonna say I just saw somebody walk behind one of those buildings. Let's go see if we can talk to one of them out of earshot.
Okay.
All right.
Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
All right, you guys make your way all the way down. Turn the corner, and you recognize pretty quickly there's no human back here either. Did you guys like go and search for him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I saw one of them leave the fields and come over here. So like spread out, like search these buildings, see what's going on.
Yeah. Everyone, roll me perception check, or tell me which building you're going into, or move your token.
Oh shit! I was investigating the floor
Yeah.
for footprints.
You weren't chewing on it.
No. Oops. It's not investigation. Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so as you guys are making your way through, Barry with the 23, as you're looking over this building, it very much looks like this has been just absolutely destroyed by giant clubs. Based on what you've seen thus far, your best assumption is the Cyclopses probably did destroy this building. When, as you're making your way through, you do see one of the humans hiding in, is actually over here, hiding in this room back here. One of the males, just kind of like chilling, waiting. And yeah, what do you say as you walk back?
Does he notice me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Immediately.
Hi. So, what you doing?
Well, no, don't tell him we're here.
Okay, I don't know what here is. So,
In the
explain.
building, I'm hiding. Are you deaf?
Hey, why are you hiding?
Why do you think I'm trying to escape?
Okay. And how do you propose to do that?
Oh, we've been doing it for weeks, one at a time.
Where have you been escaping to?
Oh, Kleisty, 60 plus humans, and they.
You're back.
Oh, okay. They basically he's.
You're back.
Okay, basically he's telling you a story about how, they've been doing this for, well, basically since they got captured, one human at a time. Every time they go out, the Cyclopses aren't great at counting, so they dip out early so that it seems like it's the same number. They have not caught on yet. They have about half the people that they used to have. But each one person leaves on their own and heads to Kleisty pretty much daily. And this is how they've been doing it.
Wasn't Kleisty the place that was destroyed?
No, Nola. Nola was the place.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's hiding here, doing what they've been doing for weeks, months.
I'm going to I'm gonna cast a message to Kyrgyz.
Does that pass through walls?
It can pass through them or go around them or go over them.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna shoot him a message real quick, like, hey, come to this building real quick. Apparently humans have been escaping already.
Okay, I'm on my way. And I'm going to walk out. Barry, are you still out in the middle there?
Probably. Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
Am I able to see Dante?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna call out to Dante and be like, "Hey, Dante, over here."
All right, as the party's coming in, Wen's gonna send Sebastian out just outside the door to keep an eye on Glorp with his senses.
Okay. So you like just channel out. You can still touch and hear. No, not hear. Yeah. Touch and hear. Is it? No. You can't see or hear your own
Or I mean, I
senses.
can always just order him like, "Hey, keep an eye on Glorp and let me know if he's coming back."
That works. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dante, you roll an investigation check. As you're looking through this old farm building. Oh, wait, were you talking?
I did perception.
Oh, dude, your audio just went super quiet.
Is this better?
Slightly. We're just getting there.
Do I have to eat the mic?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you
there
have
you
to eat
go.
the mic.
Put it
Okay.
in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
ASMR.
Yeah,
That
there
ain't
you
free,
go.
you know.
As you're looking through this building here, this farm building here, it's pretty clear this was probably a storage building at some point. There are ruined barrels in here, and it smells like rotted cheese. It actually smells very similar to the cheese you guys were in for the night prior. But other than that, there's nothing here as far as anything to find or anything. This has been ruined for probably several months, a couple months at least, if not longer. Could have very well been destroyed longer ago. It's very, very possible. But yeah, there's nothing in here, man. But yeah, Kyrgyz did ask you to join him. Okay.
My bad. Had a bit of trouble unmuting myself.
Yeah, you're good. All right. And Barry, the little circle thing here is a well. It does not look to be a dry well. Looks to be still functionable, but the top of it's kind of been knocked off.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's just like a circular well that goes down probably 40, 50 feet into the ground. All right.
So I go this way.
Okay, everyone's going into the building. All right, when everyone's in the building with you.
So one's gonna look back at the human. Why don't you tell them what you just told me? You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. I'm going to stress that you're not in trouble. But tell them what you told me.
He relays the same information. They started out with like 60, 70 people, and just daily, every time they go out, the one person leaves. Whoever's the most south leaves and heads to Cleisty.
So, what if we told you we wanted to help you all escape now?
Yeah, that's great. How are you going to get away from the Cyclopses?
Well, so we have a few ideas.
Yeah, so did we.
And I'm gonna look at Wen, and I'm gonna say a few that we were just talking about with the awakening the trees and stuff. Not awakening, animating the trees and stuff, and then summoning the wind and stuff like that. Is there anything that you can tell us about the Cyclops that could help us get everyone out today or tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I think you've already figured out they're not overly smart. They don't count very well. Yeah, they really like challenges, anything that has to do with strength or any sort of contest with intelligence, smarts. They like knowing who's the smartest or biggest or strongest. But other than that, honestly, you guys probably know more than we do. We don't talk to them for the most part, other than Glorp. Glorp's the only one who actually tries to talk. And by try, I mean no one understands what he's saying. But he talks to us as if he can talk to us.
I'm gonna look at him. Glorp seems like a good guy. I'm gonna say that in quotes and with a question mark as I'm talking. I'm gonna look at the rest of the party. Do any of you have any spells that can create an illusion to like depict the image of, like, I'm gonna point over at the guy in the corner, like the rest of them?
I don't.
The only illusion spell I have is minor illusion, so
Even if it's not all of them, perhaps we could set up some dummies to make it look like more of the slaves are here than there are. I mean, he just said they're not good at counting. They're not good at identifying things. Like if so, I don't know if I should do this because Kirk is kind of stupid.
Kirk isn't that stupid. These guys have 4 intelligence. You've like doubled their intelligence, so.
So they don't have to be able to actually see the people. Maybe they can just hear their voices around the corner or hear them working in a certain area. That could help with our distraction.
Could Wen do that with minor illusion? Like just make the sound of the people working?
You could make the sound of people working. Yes, you can make the sound of people working. That is part of what that spell would entail.
Okay. So that could work. Another thing would be, because we know they lock the humans in their buildings at night. So what if Wen sneaks into one building and you guys get the ones out of another, and we trick the goblin or the giants, the cyclopses? I cannot think tonight. But we trick them into going into the mountains for a test of strength or something, where Kyrgyz casts that windstorm to kick up a snowstorm.
So when you ask that to us, I'm gonna look over at the guy in the corner. How many buildings do they keep you in? Is it one?
They have us in 2 separate buildings. Well, they did that at first because of our numbers, but as we've been waning, we're all getting a little more concerned that they're going to notice here soon that the beds don't match the people. We've been trying to hide them and roll them in the corners and make it look like we're all still there. But at some point, we're going to have to all try and escape, at some point.
Okay, so I'm gonna look over at Dante and Barry. Barry, how good are you at getting doors open?
Pretty good at that.
Didn't we already get the doors open before? We
Mhm.
would know how to do it again.
Kyrgyz wasn't aware of that, though.
I'm gonna look over at Wen and be like, what?
Yeah, no, we talked while you were distracting the Cyclops. We were talking with the slaves. Remember when you were teaching them dwarvish phrases?
Hey guys.
I remember teaching them. I don't remember learning about the doors.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when I immobilized all those bats? I could do that.
I think we should save that for if they catch us and we're running away. I don't think
Or-
that should be our go-to.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking. Barry and Dante get the doors open for the slaves' quarters. I'm gonna look over at Wen, and I'm gonna kind of glance down at my own body. I know I don't look like much, but maybe you transform to look like me, and I can wild shape and cast. No, I can't cast while I'm wild shape. Never mind. All right. So what if we have Barry and Dante get the doors open while Wen and I distract, get some kind of diversion for the Cyclops?
That could work.
In the roofs.
I mean, Dante, if you want to set fire to stuff, go for it. Just not. I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, "Listen to me. Not while the slaves are inside."
Well, obviously.
Yeah, the one guy you're talking to is just like looking at Dante and then back at everyone else and like just kind of like.
Okay, how about this? We send Kyrgyz because you said the snowy tops weren't too far, right? Are they close enough?
Like
for
a
us to
quarter
see?
mile. So like roughly what's 500 feet? So 5,000 feet. So about 1,200 feet.
1,200 feet. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so yeah,
within
about
visible range, though, right?
yeah,
Like if there were
between
a storm or something.
between quarter half a mile, something
Yeah.
like that.
So would they be able to see a storm from that far away?
I hope you're not asking me because I'm not telling you.
I mean, if you can you see the peak of the mountain from here?
Yeah.
Then
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna say
they
then
can
I'm gonna
see it.
say yes, they would be able to see. If I can make 100-foot gust, they would be able to see that from down there. It might not look huge, but they would be able to see it. I would think.
Well, I mean, Wen is just planning on talking with the Cyclops and convincing them that Loki is sending it as a test of their intelligence and their strength, because you have to be both to get through a snowstorm. They see the snowstorm, they all start walking towards it because they all want to prove themselves, and then we get the slaves out.
I see what you're saying now, Wen. I'm gonna also remind Wen. I also have thaumaturgy. I can make my voice booming, and it can resonate through the down the mountain.
That's true. That's true.
So
That would probably help then.
we could have Dante and Barry ready to get the doors open and get them out. You can work on convincing them while I make my way up the mountains, and then I'll figure out how to get down.
I mean, you can fly, can't you?
Oh yeah, I'll get down. I'm not worried about that. That's the easy part. Convincing them to come up, that's going to be the hard part. Getting the slaves out without being noticed, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look over at Barry and Dante.
Okay. Sorry, I heard the clicking and lost my train of thought.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm also going to remind everyone. Look, I also cast that spell on Glorp. He won't do anything that puts himself in danger, but if I ask him to help you, and it's not going to hurt him, he'll help you. He's our friend for a month.
Okay, so if I got the plan right, Kurgus goes into the mountains and kicks up a storm and uses thaumaturgy to pretend to be Loki. Wen is going to convince the Cyclops to go there and that Loki is creating it as a test of their intelligence and their strength, which is obviously going to draw at the very least majority of them. Barry and Dante focus on getting the slaves out of their buildings, and then Dante has hypnotic pattern if any of the Cyclopses either stay behind and chase us, or if they get caught somehow. And then I'm fairly certain if they catch fire to the roofs, it'll at least distract the Cyclopses once they get back. Because they'll have to choose save their houses or chase us. So does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Like I said, I'm not worried about getting down. The hardest part, I think, is going to be getting the Cyclopses up here and the slaves out without being noticed.
Alright, I've got that written down. Because, God, I'm going to forget.
I didn't actually pick that.
Alright. So, I think we should be alright if we head back. So, do we do this plan tonight then?
Right now.
I think. Well, I don't know about right now, Dante. We gotta all all the slaves in the same area. That way, you guys can get them out.
Well, it has to wait till the nighttime anyways, because they don't put the slaves in their building till the nighttime.
Yeah, but I think this is our best bet. I don't know if we're gonna get all of them out, but I think this is our best bet to get the most out that we can.
If we can get majority of the Cyclopses to head towards the mountains, we should be okay to get all of them.
I'll do my best Loki impression that I can.
Oh, you just have to sound big and egotistical.
I've
been around Beryl enough. I think I can do that.
Where's Beryl in all of this?
Beryl is he's enjoying the respite at the Cyclopses. He's been eating all day.
Yay!
Who's got a passive perception of 15 or higher?
I
No.
have 19.
19.
Okay. Barry and Kurgis, the two of you would overhear Glorp. Kurgis, you're the only one who understands it. Glorp in Giant to the humans, asking questions, pointing, you guys can't see it, pointing at a haystack. Where other human? I see other human before, but no human now. He's asking the other humans who obviously won't understand him.
I'm going to look over at the guy in the corner and I'm going to say, I'm going to ask you to trust us, but I need you to go back to the field.
No, it's my time. It's my time to escape.
It's everyone's time today. We're getting all of you out. But the Cyclops just asked where you were.
Roll me persuasion.
I know you heard him talking.
Yeah, roll me persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
He still doesn't want to go, but
I'll help him out. I'll give him a +5.
oh, okay, 19. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you say that, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do this." Okay, all right.
Look, it's one more evening. You'll be okay.
It better be. I'm gonna be really mad at you guys because this was my time to go.
Watch him be the one human we can't get out.
Right.
I was just gonna say, watch him be the one that dies. What's it? I'm gonna look over at him. What's your name?
Tim.
Last name Enchanter?
How about I just stay with them all day?
Some call me Tim.
I'm mad
there
I
you
got
go.
that.
Yeah.
You can call me Tiffany.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Tiffany. Okay, so you convinced him to begrudgingly walk back out, and walk back over here. Do you guys follow him at all?
I will.
Okay, Dante. Kurgis, you'd hear him asking Tim, "Oh, where you go? I thought you were over here before." And Tim in common. "Hi, Glorp. No, I was just taking a pee break. I had to go bathroom." And like that sort of deal. But, neither one understands what the other one's saying. But it's fine now. Alright, you guys following him back?
Yeah, well, I'll start heading out. If Tim dies, we fail.
Alright.
I'll stay with him the entire day.
Okay. DM's gonna make sure he dies now.
Yes.
No,
I know you are. That's why I said that.
Look. If you don't kill him, I will.
Thank you, Barry.
Jesus, Barry.
This is Barry. Barry's
If
neutral.
Barry fails, then I'll do it.
Yeah, Barry's neutral, y'all. Okay, so are you guys just gonna go with them the rest of the day? They're gonna go back and that. You're just gonna kind of stay with them the rest of the day and then go back when they do go back. We speed things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, that's what we'll do then. Glorp is still charmed. All the humans get their stuff on the cart. Glorp helps them get the stuff on the cart. It's a mounding stack. And Glorp follows up all the humans who walk first back up the mountain with you guys in tow, watching Glorp carry this cart back up the mountain. And it has to weigh a lot. There's a couple trees in it, along with the weighing down all the wheat and everything, so it doesn't, like, just blow away, because it is fairly windy still. And you guys make your way back up to the camp here, to the encampment. And I'm not going to do all of that stuff again, but Glorp with the humans, and you guys all make your way back up. And they pause here. Glorp unloads the cart here. All the humans kind of wait. The rest of the humans are like, oh god, more. And then Glorp takes the rest of them, and he actually brings them back to here, where these guys finish up with their animals, and then all of these humans go back to their camp with Glorp leading them. And if you guys are following them, they do all that stuff together. So, okay. And I'm missing.
So
where did Dante go?
I did have a question.
Yes.
Would that have been long enough for me to not necessarily get a long rest, but specifically just prepare that spell, like to memorize it and switch it out?
Oh, you're talking about like, because normally you'd have to do it during a long rest. But,
correct. Yeah. So
honestly, yeah.
I asked that just because we did it in the morning, and like that was specifically the plan.
Yeah, I think that would be fine to kind of switch that out, because it would have been like 6 hours you guys were out there.
Okay, and that would have been my main focus, because I would have known that was a very powerful spell that I would need to get ready.
Right. Oh, Dante's over there. I just missed him. Okay. Okay. All right, so all the humans go back into their respective buildings. And yeah, you guys are all set. So as you guys make your way back to the camp, Glorp turns back to you, Kurgis. Thank you for the talk today. Good talk. Much friend.
That was good talk, Glorp. I like talking to you.
Yes. All right, Glorp, stand guard now. Goodbye, puny creatures.
You're gonna kill Glorp, aren't you?
No, why would I kill Glorp? I like Glorp. You guys are gonna kill Glorp.
Yeah, and we like Glorp. That's why you're gonna kill Glorp.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. You guys are gonna kill him. I mean,
I'll kill him.
Okay, so you guys everyone's back. It's roughly like 6-7 p.m. at night. The two suns have kind of somewhat set on the east side of the mountain, creating long shadows across the way. There's a couple clouds in the sky as the suns are going down, and it is getting cool once again. Where are you guys headed?
Xanth is their leader's name, right?
Yes.
Wen's going to talk to Xanth to get the plan set up, saying that Loki is going to send a test later tonight.
Before we do that, I'm gonna I want to talk to Wen and ask what is the range of message? Like, how far can you talk to me? Because I'm gonna be way up on the mountain, and we're gonna have basically no way to signal.
120
Not
feet.
that far.
Damn, if I had sending stones still.
I
Oh,
know,
well.
right?
Ooh.
Or sending in general.
Wait, no, that doesn't work. That actually has a.
All right, so we know they light a big fire. Generally, what's another way you could signal me that I could see it from up the mountain? I'm gonna look over at Dante.
Could Wen use his divine smite as the signal? Because that does let off a flash of light.
That's up to you. You tell me what you want to do to signal.
I have. Let me see what smites I have. I have Thunderous Smite, Divine Smite, and Searing Smite.
I believe those all require you to hit something, don't they?
I could just lightning bolt into the air.
There you go. Dante's got it.
Do you really want to waste a 3rd level spell on that, though?
I mean, what else are we gonna use it for?
This is why I like Dante.
I mean, I could just cast Searing Smite and you could see the flash of fire from it.
Wouldn't be a big lightning bolt be easier to spot?
What does the sky look like right now? Does it look like any storms rolling in?
No, not really.
Okay. It might be easier and less noticeable if we do the lightning then. I mean, when like you are like the pretty much the entire operation is pivotal on what you're doing. And I'm going to look over at Dante. Are you going to be able to get from wherever Wen is when you signal to the slaves to get them out?
I mean, I could just stay with them all night.
Right, but you're gonna need to be able to signal me to start the storm after Wen talks to Xanth.
Familiars?
Familiars don't have far enough range.
No, but he could watch with his familiar. Do you have a familiar?
They don't have far enough range.
No. I'm
at a class feat.
No, I'm asking. Dante, do you have a familiar?
Yeah.
Can you not access it from within like a good range, like vision?
Nope.
There you go.
Well, okay, what's the range on it?
Like 100 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Only Divine Smite does. Everything else says hit with a melee weapon.
The
It
first
doesn't
one.
specify what I
No,
have to hit.
the Searing Smite is next time you hit a creature with a melee
Searing Smite?
weapon. Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
Thunderous Smite.
So Thunderous Smite.
Thunderous Smite you could do on an object.
Yeah, but the 300-foot range for the
Of
sound
thunder.
isn't far enough.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Useful any other time.
Yeah,
just not-
right. Just too far away.
Well,
Hey, Gwen, cast message. I can't. He stabs you instead, and there's a crack of thunder everybody else hears.
I'm certainly not going to ask this. I don't think I have any spells that would work, but let me look.
I really wish I could upcast Thunderous Smite, but I can't. It's only 1st level.
So as you guys are talking, where would you guys have headed?
Probably start heading back to wherever we were bunked at.
Okay.
That storage area. Are any of you able to cast Create Bonfire?
No. But I got Shocking Grass.
Okay, is there a specific reason you're saying create bonfire?
Well, you could make a few of them, and I would be able to see it from up the mountain because there's no light up there.
It's a concentration.
Yeah, but if I saw it in different, I'm gonna say you're correct, but if I saw it pop up in different areas, all within a few seconds of each other.
I'll just let the roofs on fire.
All right, Dante, you gotta light a roof on fire to give me the signal, but that still means you need to be within earshot of hearing when talking to Xanth, which Which circles us back to just cast the lightning.
Yeah.
Well, I think
All
it'll
right.
also be
You're
smarter to
welcome.
wait until we actually see the Cyclopses leaving before giving the signal.
I won't know when to start the storm,
Well, no. I said
is what I'm saying.
Loki would would send one later. We don't have to trigger it right away.
So you're...
Yeah,
I see
Gwen is
what
just
you're
talking
saying.
to Xanth to let him know that Loki told him earlier he was sending it. Because we did the whole thing with the chicken that morning.
Okay. Well, in that case, then we can just say at this time I will start doing it. Like I said, it's only 100-foot cube, so like from a quarter mile away, you would hear it probably, but it wouldn't. It would be very difficult to like hear it and see it at night, I would
Well,
think.
what if you and Dante do it together? That way they see the lightning coming from the storm that Loki sent.
That puts a lot of pressure on Barry.
That's true.
I'm not saying you can't handle it, Barry, but like, are you willing to handle it?
I'm willing to handle it.
All right. I mean, you're gonna be. I can ask Glorp to help you, and he will. Probably. I'm gonna say it exactly like that. Good, but because it could turn into a life and death situation, and then he wouldn't technically be charmed.
I mean, or Wen could just try to convince Xanth that Loki won't send the storm until the humans are out of the village. Because they're not Loki's favorites.
I think that might be a bigger reach.
Yeah, you got to remember that he had direct contact with Loki.
What if we just say at 10 o'clock tonight a storm is going to start, and I start the storm?
Yeah, that.
And then again, I have thaumaturgy. I can call down the mountain, so you'll be able to hear me. The only thing that would throw a wrench in this plan is if I do that before you've talked to Xanth.
Yeah, it might be better if just Wen goes to talk to Xanth now versus later then.
All right, so why don't you go talk to Xanth now, and then in a few hours I will start it, but I'm going to make my way up there now.
That works for me. Dante, Barry.
Yeah, that sounds.
Let's skedaddle.
You gotta. I'm gonna look over at Wen. I'm like, you gotta be like, I trust you, but you gotta make him believe you.
Okay. If it doesn't work, you're gonna hear a very, very loud crack.
If I hear that, I will make my way 25 feet down the mountain every 6 seconds.
Not necessarily.
Well, at maximum 50 feet.
No, not necessarily. We just jump off the mountain.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll just jump off the
But
mountain.
you still
Don't you worry.
do. I'm pretty sure fall speed is like 50 feet in 6 seconds, isn't it? For D&D.
You'd be dashing, so his movement speed is only 25, so 50 feet is his maximum movement speed if he dashes.
No.
Wait.
I mean, there's a rule in D&D about how fast you fall or something.
I've never thought about that. Can you dash your fall?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Dash
that would
fall.
be hilarious.
No.
I mean, you can optimize your fall and just like
Yeah. You can.
I could see a barbarian doing that.
Right. I could see a rogue doing that. Just like arms out and then tuck in.
500 feet, not 50 feet.
Well, hang on a second. So if we're doing this at a time, I won't. Dante, you won't need to be with me. You can help Barry get the prisoners out.
Okay, whatever. Let's just.
Okay. So all right, yeah. So I think we have a I think we have a plan. When you go talk to Xanth, I'm gonna start making my way up the mountain. Let's say 3 hours from now. I don't know what time it is. I'm assuming like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
We'll say it's about 7, so about 3 hours from then.
Okay.
Now, Kurgus, since no one here has a timekeeper's piece on them, you guys said at 10. So, Kurgus, I'm going to have you roll either survival or intelligence or insight.
Can I help him?
No, this is for him knowing what time to actually cast the spell at.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cool. All right, I'll leave that one to you. I'll leave that one to you.
Yeah, I'll RP it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're confident. 10 p.m. No problem. All right. So everyone else, Kurgus, you head out and start heading north.
Yep, I'm gonna start making my way up the mountain.
Okay. As you head north, you would notice once again. I'm gonna zoom in here. You notice once again there is at least one guard by that castle.
Okay, yeah. As soon as I get past the guards, I'm going to wild shape into a brown bear.
Okay. Oh, the guards here on the east side.
Past whatever the final guards I pass by.
Okay. Yeah, you would see 2 more guards at the entrance to the building, because it's very similar to how you guys were met. The 2 guards look down at you as you walk through. Where you go? In giant.
Gotta take a leak.
Why not just go? And points like over by rocks.
I'm gonna point him. I'm gonna like kind of gesture at my clothes. So I like being in nature. Not to mention, it's kind of gross to go where you sleep. I'm gonna look at them disapprovingly.
Yeah, they look at you like, that's true, but not always stop us. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, and then you get out of eyesight and turn into a brown bear and head up the mountainside.
Just because I assumed where I'm going, it's going to be cold, so I don't want to have to do the I don't want to do the saves.
It will be cold. Yeah, it will be cold for sure. Everyone else, what are you guys doing for the next 3 hours while Kurgus is being a brown bear? Barrel's just like, oh, that's good plan, you guys. I'm gonna miss this place. Lots of good food.
Does Barrel even know the plan?
No, not unless you guys tell him.
Okay, Barrel, we're gonna do something tonight, and we're gonna get everybody out of the village, okay?
Sounds good.
So just keep it secret, but go with Dante.
Okay. He's gonna follow you, Dante and Barry. Go get the prisoners out.
Perfect.
I'm sure that won't be a problem at all.
Oh, I'm also in fucking plate, remember?
Oh, that's true. Dante's.
But it doesn't do it as loud as he does, but...
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. All right, so what are you guys doing for the next 3 hours then? Just kind of chilling, getting things prepared and whatnot?
Making sandwiches.
Making sandwiches? Meme sandwiches?
You're right.
Rocks and leaves.
Okay.
All right, so we'll speed up time then. When are you going to talk to Xanth right now?
Yeah, one's gonna go talk to Xanth.
Okay. You know where he's at. We'll speed that along. I'm anxious to get to the plan. So the door is closed when you get up there.
One's gonna go ahead and just knock on the door with his tiny fists.
Are you like banging with your fist, or are you like knocking? Ding, ding, ding. Or like,
he's banging, but Wen's weak enough that it just sounds like he's knocking.
Yeah. it takes longer than you'd like for it to, but Xanth comes up, opens this 25-foot door, like peers down underneath, down at you. Oh, there is someone outside. Why you bang on door?
I have message from Loki.
Loki? You talk to Loki again?
I talked to him this morning when me and other holy person do ritual.
Oh, that right. Xanth remember.
Loki said he had test for you, remember?
Yes. Xanth
Okay.
ready.
Loki says test for all Cyclops, but he says you gonna win because you best Cyclops.
That is right.
Loki says he's going to conjure storm on mountaintop, and he want all Cyclops inside. He want them to battle out who best
You said inside?
inside the storm.
Oh, inside the storm.
He want them to battle. He's trying to trick them to all go stumbling inside that little gust of wind. That way they're blinded by the snow that gets kicked up.
Okay. Just for my I'm gonna make sure I'm up to date. So Kurgus is gonna cast the storm up the mountain. You want them to go up the mountain? Into the storm?
He wants them to go to inside the storm that Kurgus is kicking up. Or at least start heading to it.
Okay, and Kurgus, the storm you're gonna create, is that gonna be up the mountain or are you pushing it down the mountain?
So it's got a range of 300 feet, and it's a 100-foot cube.
Okay. Okay, so yes, up the
Let
mountain.
me. I don't know if this will work, but let's see.
Control winds. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you're trying to convince you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to verify. So you're trying to convince them to go up the mountain into the storm.
Yeah.
That seemed odd. Why Loki make us do that? Loki not make us leave house before.
Loki also never talked to other people before.
Loki talked to us.
Did he give you tests like this? I did this when I got magic.
Oh, maybe Xanth get magic. That sound good. Xanth like what you can do. Xanth want to do.
Well, then you just have to make sure that you follow Loki orders. Don't worry, Loki tell me you win though.
Oh, that good. Xanth go bow to shrine again before. He make sure he very smart.
Be very smart.
Yeah, that sound like good plan. Don't tell others though. Xanth want win. Yes.
Well, all others have to go to mountain with you. Loki just tell me that you win though.
Oh. Okay.
Loki don't want them to know you his favorite.
Okay. We keep some Cyclops here to protect city, but most go, yes.
That fine.
I got Win speaking in Cyclops.
When speaking in Cyclops to make this go easier.
That fine. Okay, that sound like good plan. We go now or when we go?
You go when you see storm.
When we see storm. What storm? There are no clouds in sky.
I know, cause Loki can make storm, remember?
No, Xanth not remember. Loki
He's
never
son
showed
of
that.
Odin. He can make storm.
Oh. Xanth learned new thing about Loki. Loki makes storm.
Yeah, his whole family makes storm. Even his brother makes storm.
Who Loki brother? Xanth want meat?
Follows Norse mythology.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thor's Loki's brother. He makes storms too. Loki can make storms because his brother and father make storms.
Oh.
He just don't like making storms. Too big and flashy for a clever thing like him.
Oh, that makes sense. Loki very smart.
Exactly. He's smarter than brother and father.
That makes sense. Well, how long to storm? Xanth won't go now.
Xanth, be patient. Loki is patient because Loki is smart. You want to be like Loki, right?
Yes, want smart like Loki.
Well, survive storm and you be like Loki.
God, this hurts me so bad.
I'm dying on the inside.
Survive storm, be like Loki. Okay,
feel like
Xanth
something.
go tell others to get ready for storm. We go fight in storm and be strongest of Cyclops' favorite Loki.
Okay, when go back sleep because when need tired.
Okay, Xanth rest too, but after tell everyone.
Okay. One's just gonna walk back to where they were
Okay.
sleeping, like, oh my
Sounds
god,
good.
that hurt my head.
Good stuff. Yeah, guys.
One's just coming back, he has the fingers on his forehead, just rubbing it slowly.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really ready for you guys to get out of this damn village.
You're the one who gave us a moral dilemma.
Okay. All right.
I said leave. I said
Yes.
kill them all.
Yeah, I
Leave.
know. I was with you, Dante, just as that in my back of my mind. Okay, so are you guys are you guys just gonna wait the next 3 hours until you guys are ready to go?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Cat.
Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I was just reading what Kurgus sent me. Yeah. So after about 3 hours, you guys head out and look up the mountain, and there's no storm. It doesn't seem like Kurgus has started the thing yet. Then Barrel's coming out like, hey, wasn't there supposed to be a storm or something already?
Did Kurgus miss the plan?
No, Kurgus got the plan.
Or miss the time?
Kurgus may or may not have missed the time. It's hard to tell.
Oh, good thing I didn't specify a time to the guy. To Zane.
Yeah.
To be fair, even if I gave him a time, he'd probably forget the time.
Well, yeah, they're not really good counters. But to be fair, it is getting pretty late at night. It's already like 10 p.m. So as you guys are like coming out and like looking around, you see. Oh, I didn't move him. You would see Xanth actually coming out this way. You guys would see Xanth heading towards you, and he looks fairly cross, fairly
Is it
angry.
invisible for anybody else?
Me?
Owlbear.
Oh, that's weird. No.
Hold on, let me reload. Okay, never mind. I just need to reload.
Okay. Xanth is coming in from the east, and he looks fairly angry, with several other Cyclops eye behind him. Hang on, I gotta move them all. And hide them all
Wen's
at
just
the
gonna
same
be staring up at the mountain.
Yeah. So Xanth's coming with like 8 other Cyclops, and he looks kind of upset coming over. Where Storm is? You promised Storm.
I also said be patient.
Xanth not good at patient. And he's like grabbing his club and like tapping it on the ground. Xanth won't go now.
Xanth want magic.
Yes,
You
Xanth
have
wants
to
magic.
go through storm to get magic.
But no Storm, and he points up at the mountain. Where Storm
Be
is?
patient. For the love of God, Kurgus.
Yeah, he actually looks pretty angry. Like he's really excited about this, and there still is no storm, and it's getting late at night. The moons are out, kind of crescent moons. There's still no clouds in the sky, and he's just looking like, there are no clouds, there's no storm. Xanth think you lying.
Can't do that. Never mind. Damn somatic material or damn somatic components.
Go ahead.
So as Xanth comes up to you and is going on his tirade, up on the mountain, a faint green light starts to emanate. And after you see the light emanate from up on the mountain, you hear winds start to pick up off in the distance. It's faint. It's faint at first and picks up a bit, but it never gets like overbearingly loud.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 wind noises.
Yeah.
But as you hear the wind pick up, you hear in a language you don't understand. Xanth, come to the mountain. Prove your worth. In a booming voice. I'm speaking in giant.
Yeah. Xanth, like, he had grabbed his club, put it in his other hand, and he was walking towards you. And as that, he like turns and looks up the mountain. Oh, there Storm is. Okay, you know, liar. Xanth, go up north now. He seems very happy. Okay, all of you follow Xanth. We go see who biggest, best, strongest Cyclops is. And they all follow Xanth north. Yeah. And they disappear. We're just going to disappear them. All right, and I have to clean up the rest of these, so hold on. So you guys tell me what you're doing, and I'm gonna continue cleaning up the stuff here.
Wen is going to look around the village and try to spot the Cyclopses that were left behind, because Xanth mentioned them.
Okay. For the most part, there are no other Cyclops. So you didn't really see any Cyclopses before. They seem to stay in their buildings for the most part. Are you like opening doors to go look?
No, he's just like getting an overview of the village.
Overview of the village is everyone looks like it looks like everyone's gone except for, and I've left them up so you can see them. There are 2 guards to the south. There's Glorp, and there's 2 guards at the entrance to that cave still.
Okay. Wen is going to tell Dante, Xanth said there were going to be some Cyclopses left behind, so just keep that spell you used on the bat.
Very good.
All right. So tell me what you guys are doing. You guys have free reign to go do what you need to do for the most part. So where are you guys headed? What are you doing? I'll put you down here.
I got a distraction. You're right.
Okay, so I think we just get the villagers out now and then get them past the last of the guard.
Okay. Tell me how you're doing it. Let's do the plan. Looking forward to this. Question. Kyrgyz, did you ever tell Glorp that he needed help? Did you ever give him his sign?
I would have told him that these are my friends. Help them if you can. But that is the extent of the instructions I would have given him.
Okay. So, okay. The only reason the only reason I ask is because you were very clear that you were going to give him a sign for the thing for him to actually help. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like Geas is a kind of like it's kind of a multi-tier spell.
Yeah.
Because he is charmed by me, so
Yeah.
I told him to help my friends, but I never gave him the explicit instruction that I had said before.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see how he helps. It's gonna be great because he doesn't speak common either. All the giants that you can, all the cyclops you can see are actually on the map. So yeah, down by A there are 2.
I can't see anything. I don't see the character models.
There's 2 down.
Refresh.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
refresh. There's 2 down where we took them to the farm earlier, and there's 2 that are sitting at the entrance of a cave.
Yep. And Glorp guarding where the slaves are.
And Glorp, who is supposed to help us.
Question mark.
We'll
So
see.
before you get to Glorp, what's your plan? What are you doing? And then describe to me what you say and do to Glorp.
Let's set fire to the buildings and be like, hey, we need to round up all the cyclops to put out the fires. Sounds good. All right.
I imagine Dante just does that sort of monologue and then just starts lighting things on fire. Are you actually doing that, Dante?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, so that's what Dante's doing. What are the 3 of you guys doing? Barrel's just gonna follow along.
Since Dante ran off, Wen is apparently going to have to go help free the slaves. So, unless he comes back in time.
Okay.
So Wen's just going to be like, Beryl, you're with me. Come on. And he's just going to take off.
I was half expecting Barry to start going towards the exit. Like the 2 of you going over there, and then Barry's just like, "Yeah, okay."
You know what, Gabe? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hide here.
Yeah, they need. Yeah, there we go. No, they need you to open the doors. All right. So, what do you say to Glorp as you make your way over here?
How long would it take Dante to set something on fire? It's Dante.
It's
but...
Dante, so like half a second.
Okay.
Dante doesn't even think about it.
Glorp, there's a fire in the village. You have to go now. You have to get the other Cyclops and help put out the fire.
Glorp, fire? What?
There's fire in the village. It's setting the buildings on
hang on.
fire.
In a language you don't understand. What you say, puny creature? Glorp not understand.
Glorp doesn't understand him.
Yeah, very
Wen's
obvious.
going to cast Minor Illusion and create some fire in his hand, and then he's going to point to the village. Go, go, go!
That looked like fire. Oh, fire in village. Glorp, go look. And Glorp goes to see where he can see the fire. He's not going to get anyone yet.
First, I'm setting this one.
Oh shit. You're sitting this one, up by G. This one.
Yeah, on G.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
That way, everybody can just come up here.
Okay.
Do I roll for stealth?
I mean, there's no one in the. You can roll for stealth. There's no one really in the village.
I mean, these guys are up there.
Well, did you walk that way or did you walk the other way?
I came this way, like.
Okay.
Down.
So yeah, they wouldn't have seen you then. You can still roll for stealth, and I'm not stopping you from that.
Yay.
Dante, you are stealthed. You think?
Hooray.
I have to go, guys.
Okay. Sounds good, Barry. I think I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. If you're able to come back, come back. And
Yeah.
if not, have a happy birthday to your mom.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. So Barry, when Dante's lighting shit on fire right now, when you head down here and Barry and Barrel, the three of you guys are unlocking doors. Yes.
Yeah, we're getting the slaves out.
Okay. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna remove all the crap here. Yeah, there are humans in all of them in both areas, and I assume you guys let them know what your plan was.
Yeah, we're basically telling them most of the Cyclopses are out of the village. We're getting you guys out tonight. Come on.
Okay, cool. So with that, Dante, you lit the top one on fire. As it kind of like builds up and pillows up, the one of the guards here starts running towards the fire. You're climbing back down. Are you lighting Xanth's house on fire?
Yeah, basically.
Beautiful. All right. Cool. That'll catch some attention. Yeah, you light that one on fire, and as it goes up, you can hear the other Cyclops yelling in a language you don't understand. And just like yelling, trying to get anyone's attention. And you keep going down, Dante, and there's more buildings down here. Oh God, I can't do that. It's fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Dante, you keep going down. Meanwhile, Glorp runs up at the same time, and at this point, he can finally see the fire, and he looks at you, pauses for a moment, looks up at the fire, and looks back down at you, and then rushes past you to go deal with the fire. Do you continue on?
I was gonna be like signaling at him, fire,
Oh,
like
okay.
jumping up and down,
Yeah.
looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense why he did what he did then. Yeah, he's rushing towards the fire.
And then, is there anybody home here?
No. Do you open the door?
I'm gonna peek inside through the roof.
There is no one inside.
All right, fire.
Okay, fire. All right, and Dante is just lighting everything on fire now. As Dante.
Can I put the trees on fire here too? Fuck it.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so everyone is beginning to move. As you guys are beginning to move, rotate this a little bit. You guys are beginning to move. Dante's catching up. All of a sudden, the other two come rushing up and see you all with a lot of human slaves. What do you guys do?
Can we see the fires from here?
Yo, yeah, they're
Okay, when gonna point out the fires? Fire! Fire! Fire!
They like look at you and then look at the slaves and then where the fire is. Why you have slave? What you do with slaves?
Well, when are they speaking in common?
They're in common, yeah.
Okay. Buildings on fire, we keep slaves safe.
That makes sense. We go take care of fire. Fire ruins buildings.
Go deal with fire.
And they go. They go deal with fire.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not even gonna make you roll a performance or a persuasion check. Their houses are burning down. All right, Dante, are you lighting more shit on fire?
Yes, I am burning this whole place to the fucking ground.
Yeah, Dante's just over here like having a blast now.
First this one, and then this one.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Gwen's gonna stand on one end of the bridge, waving everybody across, and he's gonna slam his rapier with thunderous smite down just to give Dante a signal like, hey, we gotta go.
Ah, okay. Kurgus does not hear. Kurgus, however, roll me a perception check. What's your passive perception? Is it 19?
19, but I rolled a 20 for that.
That's fine.
And yeah.
Yeah. So, looking down the mountain, not only can you see that there's smoke billowing from the fires below, you can also see a group of about 15 Cyclopses headed in your direction up the mountain into the storm. They have not noticed the fire as of yet, but you can definitely see the smoke billowing up, and they're probably going to notice it eventually.
I'm going to fly up into the air because it's got a 300-foot range.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So for now, I'm just going to fly above it.
Okay. Are you headed down the mountain at all? Or do
No,
you
at
have
this
to
point,
stay in the area?
I'm just circling above it.
Okay.
I had actually rolled that perception check to see if I heard Wen's thing.
It would have been super faint. Super faint.
Okay.
Like a thunder, like a lightning bolt had struck somewhere way off in the distance, like a low, like. Boom.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore it then.
Okay. Okay. Everyone else, you guys take all the humans and escape. You get everyone out and escape the building. I won't go back to the big map finally.
I'll set the crops on fire. You know what?
Jesus. Are you actually going to do that, Dante?
Yes, with the lightning bolts. That way Kurgus can hear.
All right. How many times are you casting lightning bolt?
Just once.
Okay. Roll me a percentile, since it's not inherently a fire spell.
Okay. It's roll 1d100, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. All right. Yeah, it lights on fire. You cast it, and it blasts through the crops. And you can just see this charred line straight through the crops, and wall of flames just straight up the sides. Yeah, basically. And you guys continue moving down the mountain at a quickening pace. Meanwhile, all the humans are following with you. Nice. There we go. Love it. Great. Yeah, and you guys save all the humans, and you don't kill any Cyclops. While that's happening, Kurgus, as the storm has kind of like picked up the pace, and that low rumble, thunderous sound in the distance, you would have noticed that some of the snow on the mountaintop has started to shift and slide down, and it's picking up speed, and looks like it's becoming an avalanche. Are you doing anything about that or no?
What?
What is it heading towards right now?
It's heading straight down the mountain towards where the storm's at.
Crap. That was since I didn't get another long rest. That was my second 5th level spell slot. I actually don't want to hurt the Cyclops.
You're not hurting them.
Oh, okay.
The snow.
Like,
God, that's loud. I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds before it becomes something you're not going to be able to handle.
Is it am I able to land somewhere where I will not be affected by it?
Absolutely. I mean, you're flying, so you are unaffected by it regardless.
Right. Am I able to land somewhere within 300 feet that I will not be affected by it?
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to tell how large it's going to be because it's starting up towards the top of the mountain. So the snow is kind of like with your gusts pushing down the mountain. The snow has kind of been like pushed down the mountain, and the thunderous snap was kind of the last little straw that broke the camel's back, and the snow just kind of like and starts sliding down the mountain. So you're not entirely sure how large it's going to be, but it's definitely moving into an avalanche state.
How close are the Cyclops?
To you, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be within 300 feet, right?
Oh wait, shit. No, this is a 10-minute casting time. God damn it. Okay, never mind. I'm going to fly down the mountain.
Okay.
How to kill everything in one swoop.
Yeah,
You're
right.
right.
So you're flying down the mountain. Are you warning them at all? Or are you just like you're going?
Actually, all right. I'm going to land. Are there any like hills or anything that's like well above the rest of the terrain
Yeah,
near the Cyclops?
Yeah, like cliffs and stuff. Yeah, you're headed down a mountain. There's cliffs even in the village. So yeah, there's plenty of cliffs that you could like sit and caw at.
Okay, I'm gonna land on one of those cliffs, and I'm gonna unwild shape.
Okay.
D wild shape.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Erupting Earth right in front of. I have to be within 120 feet, but I'm going to cast it right in front of whatever Cyclops is in the front.
Okay. You're gonna love this. Okay, so you cast that up in the front, trying to stop these Cyclopses from getting up the mountain further and possibly protecting them, right?
Oh, I know where this is going. No.
So
Oh, let's go. Extra kill.
yeah, they essentially take that as a challenge. Oh, Loki want us not to get there, and they all take their clubs and start beating the shit out of the wall with their clubs. And they make pretty short work of it.
I'm going to use
tall.
From atop the cliff. I'm going to use thaumaturgy, and I'm going to say, "Get out of here, avalanche!" in giant.
They all like look around. Who said that? Not seeing you at all. And then as they're looking around, they see it coming down, and you hear Xanth just yell in giant, "Run!" And they all start running south as fast as they can. I think you've done your work here, Kyrgyz.
Yeah.
Kyrgyz gains 5 levels from killing all those Cyclops.
I know, right? And you just didn't want to level up tonight, I guess. That's fine. Just kidding. Okay, so yeah, as you guys are headed down the mountain, everyone now at this point with a thaumaturgical voice hears the words, but doesn't understand the words. And as you guys look back to see where the sound came from, you'd see everyone else that there's a large avalanche headed down this mountain. Headed in your general direction, but it's hard to say where it's going to reach. But it definitely looks like it's headed at you all.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any spells for that.
That's fine. You guys keep running?
Yes.
Okay. Barry's gonna keep running. Barrel's gonna keep running. Dante, you keep him running too?
Did the map zoom out?
Did the map what?
Zoom out.
Oh. Yeah? I don't know. I had changed the map.
I see the tone.
Yeah. I see Kurgers. You see the top?
7 days.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't mean to move that.
So yeah, stop that. Stop that. Okay.
I was trying to
Yeah,
scroll
yeah.
the
All
map.
right. So I'm just gonna make the assumption that everyone like
Yeah.
is running down the mountain. So we'll just do a description and get you guys moving again. As you guys are seeing this avalanche, you can feel the rumbling under your feet, the weight of the snow that's just tumbling down the mountain. Kurgis, you'd note that all of the Cyclopses are not running down the hill, but they're spreading out and trying to get out sideways of the avalanche. Knowledge of the hill makes you do that. They do seem like they're going to be safe from it. However, the village probably will not. But it will put out the fires. So as you guys are continuing, the snow continues to pile and pile and pile, and it goes and it washes over the buildings, the little village that it is. Doesn't completely cover the buildings, but it does put out a good portion of the fires. Melts, makes it very watery. It does cover kind of the cave a little bit, and this kind of continues to wash down, melts into the river as well, the little lake that they had there, which kind of in turn makes the more water. But it does stop just shy of everyone else by about maybe 300 or 400 feet. It seems to slow as you guys are like running down this mountain, and the rumbling and tumbling of the snow just coming down, and all of a sudden it just stops, and you guys are safe and able to do what you need to. And the humans sweating it out this whole time, out of breath, out of shape, been running down this mountain, and yeah, you guys are safe. You did it. You saved them all.
Very good.
And as the snow dust starts to settle and stuff, the mist kind of blows down the mountain of snow. The quote unquote leader of the humans I think we can take it from here. You guys are not heading to Clysty, are you?
No, we're heading to Rathus.
Oh.
Yeah, is Tim okay?
You guys don't see Tim. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Tim's okay.
Okay.
There's about to be a riot.
Yeah. Tim walks up to you, when, thank you. I honestly did not think we would all escape. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but
yeah, all the humans thank you. They don't have anything to give you, but if you guys ever stop in Clysty, you guys have about 30 friends in Clysty now, if they make it to Clysty. So yeah, they all thank you very much. Head due east-ish, and you guys part ways. I assume, Kurgis, you join them. Join your fellow compatriots shortly thereafter.
Yeah, I'm gonna polymorph myself into a bird.
Okay.
Of some sort that can fly in cold conditions.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one that possibly could.
Owl?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll make my way down the mountain towards them.
Perfect.
So they'll see an owl land on a branch next to them after they're done talking with the humans.
Perfect. And just for time wise, so at this time it's roughly 10:30, 11 p.m. at night. The moons are both out, shining bright. The snow's glistening. The mist that has just shot down the mountain after this avalanche is kind of wouldn't be dimming, but obscuring your vision just slightly. It is kind of cold, but not obtrusely cold. But yeah, you guys are able to continue to Nola. And I'm going to ask, you guys will have roughly 8 days before you get to Ralthus. Do you guys want to stop in Nola to see how devastated that city is? Or are you just going to be like, yeah, that's Nola, and then head through?
I think Wen would be anxious to get to
Keep
Ralph.
on trucking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you guys will just like pass by Nola, a general location. So yeah, I'll give you a brief description since you're not going in the city. It looks just absolutely devastated. You guys get to the city, and it doesn't look like anyone would have survived that. Obviously, some people did, but the city is just leveled. There's craters, very similar to Artok. There's large craters, except there's a lot more craters, and all of the what probably were tall buildings are all just in shambles on the ground. It's not even it doesn't even look worth going through that city. Everything looks destroyed, and you guys pass through because of that. So you guys will have 8 days. Means lots of downtime hours. Dante, if you wanted to work on that gun, you can work on your handgun proficiency. I'm assuming it's a handgun and not a rifle, right?
How long?
8 days. And you guys, generally speaking, if you don't mind me making assumptions, traveling 10 hours a day, yes? And then sleeping 8 hours of each of those days. So you'd have 6 hours downtime times 8, 48 hours, roughly speaking, of downtime.
I was kind of thinking I would make an Ayoka.
You were making a what?
An Eoka.
Yoka? I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. Is that a handgun?
What was this,
Yeah.
Rust?
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
right? Oh, apparently.
exactly.
I just need it mechanically. Is it a handgun or a rifle?
That's a shotgun handgun.
Shotgun
It's
handgun.
the executioner.
Okay. If so, mechanically speaking,
So
if
it's
you're
a
calling
barrel loaded gun.
Okay, so we'll call it's a rifle then. If it's a barrel loaded gun, it's going to be a rifle.
It fits in my hand. Like it's a small
It's
thing.
I think mechanically speaking for D&D it would be a pistol.
They do have
Yeah.
rifle proficiency.
Right, but it shoots like a shotgun, but it's a pistol, but it would be a lot less
Gotcha.
force
Oh,
than
that
a
is-
shotgun.
that-
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so like a bird shot handgun.
Yeah, so it bird shot for a pistol.
Yeah,
So
okay.
like
Okay,
yeah.
so it's a handgun. Handgun proficiency. All right, so everyone will get, and I'll have to get with Barry to figure out what he wants to do for his downtime. But everyone will have 48 hours of downtime activity, whatever they'd like to do for adding to their proficiency or anything that they'd like to do for that. Kurgus, if you'd like to try and animate another Barry.
I was thinking
know,
the
right?
same thing.
I know, right?
Looks at empty shoulder.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so we'll let you guys, you don't have to do it now, but figure out what you want to do for 48 hours worth of proficiency. And this is actually a really good place to take. We'll take a 5-minute break. That's it. We don't have to take long breaks anymore. Woo! So 5-minute break, get some food, drink, and then we'll meet back up. We'll say just before 7-ish, whatever
Okay.
time zone you're in about 5-10 minute stops. And we'll meet back up and let's get into Ralthus. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
confirm this.
All right. So, yeah, you guys spend the next 8-ish days heading to Rauthus. And when, I don't know if you talk up Rauthus at all or anything like that. Barry probably wouldn't talk it up too much. Just kind of like, yeah, that's where I grew up. There's lots of things in there, and it's big fishing, stuff, and blah blah blah.
Well, Wen's just going to remind everybody about their secret identities that he made 3 months ago.
Oh, that's right. I should have asked Barry what his was. We'll retcon
It's
it.
pinned. It's pinned.
Pim?
It's pinned.
Oh, pinned. Oh.
Because I knew we were going to forget.
Rurik has never forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good at mining.
Have fun playing Barry as Sir Gregory Blackwater in a steamed night from my homeland.
Oh, man. Barrel, Sir Gregory Blackwater. Yeah. But Barry had his own, and I don't remember what Barry's was, because Barry actually forged his own identity. Yeah. Like I said, we can retcon it, because it's undistinguishable from an actual identity. So he'll just play Barry for now, and that'll be who he's playing. Okay, so yeah, you guys get to Rauthus at about the end of the 8th day. The only reason it takes about 8 days is because you guys start at basically midnight, so you rest essentially that first day. So yeah, you're getting there probably pretty late in the evening, to be honest. It's probably close to like 8, maybe 9 p.m. And as you make your way out, I'm going to go ahead and switch the map, but you are not in the city yet.
Okay. As we're getting closer to the city, Wen's probably going to spend some time with his disguise kit, pulling out like different jewelry and stuff to wear.
Oops, that's what I want. Oh yeah, Wen's doing that, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, he can change his shape. He can change his armor. He cannot put on jewelry.
It's true. Okay, so you guys make your way into the outskirts of the city. When are you, Cathwin, or no?
I'm going in as Cathwin, but Kurgus, I have to remind you of something. The lion.
The witch at the wardrobe?
The lion.
Pretty much. Remember, we had a plan of Cathwin riding in on a lion?
Oh.
Remember?
Yes. I saw one of them once.
Excellent. All right, I got you guys linked. Kurgus, you just get to move your token wherever.
So does wild shape, do I have to match the animal 100%?
Yes. What is the question here?
Nothing. Okay, so yeah, I've seen a lion. I can wild shape into a lion.
Okay, good stuff. I'm very concerned about that question now.
I mean, I could also point out polymorph can turn you into anything if you have polymorph.
True. Very
true. Do druids get polymorph?
Yeah.
Yes, I have polymorph.
Okay.
I was more thinking of the dramatic flair if I slightly misremembered what a lion looked like.
Yeah.
And tried to change into it.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, so as you guys get closer, I'm gonna cut some stuff away here, but also you guys will be all right here in a second. All right, as you guys get closer, you notice that there are 2 guards out front. The door is closed currently because it is night. There are large track marks. Lots of carts seem to have been leaving and coming and going. However, the gates are currently shut, and there's 2 guards out front as you guys head up on a lion, Cathwin, with Barry and I missed Dante, and Dante in tow. As you guys get closer, it's very clear that they're out here to keep people from coming into the city at night. What do you guys say or do as you guys get up? They're gonna hold up their hand and be like, "Whoa, hey, what are you guys doing here?" Sort of deal.
Kathleen is going to reach into her bag and pull out a small scroll with a seal on it. Excuse me, is this Routhus?
Yeah, this is the city of Ralphus. What are you doing? What's your business here?
My name's Lady Catherine von Krieger. I'm here for research. For a diplomatic mission. This is my entourage. And she's just gonna point around and point out everybody with their fake identity.
Just for because I know Beryl would do this. Beryl's gonna step up. I'm her bodyguard, and like make himself real big.
Okay. With Kathleen being on the lion, is she taller comparatively to Beryl?
She's about the same size.
Okay, she's gonna
Height-wise.
reach up and like pat him on the top of the head, and he is the best bodyguard. And she's gonna give the guards like that look, like he will fuck you up, but he is nice.
They kind of like take a look at each other. Well, we still need to see some papers. You need to have some sort of identifying.
Gwen's gonna hold out the nobility paperwork that he whipped up on the way there.
Okay. They look at each other. Everything seems to be in order here. Yeah, proceed. And one of them turns around and starts cranking on a wheel, and the gate just comes up and opens up, and you guys are able to enter the city. And now I will actually go ahead and just remove everything. Okay, make it easy. Okay, and you guys make your way inside. When you're kind of leading this entourage, where are you guys headed?
Wen is going to go ahead and lead them towards Madame Levine's house.
Okay.
Because that's really the person he's worried about.
Yes, yeah. So, pretty easy. Wen brings you in. You can see that there are pretty large carts here. Brings you in and straight to your due west as you guys make your way inside. There's a big shop. I say big shop. It's both house and a shop, quote unquote shop. Says Madame Levine's Mystic Emporium. And as you guys are making your way over there, Wynn gets off the line, I guess. And
yeah, Wynn's gonna get off the line and just walk inside.
Okay. It's locked. You're not just gonna walk inside.
It's locked.
Oh yeah, it's locked. You think Madame Levine's gonna leave her house unlocked at night?
I mean, it's a store too, but okay.
All the more reason.
I mean, I've listened to Maroon 5. I think I know what Madame Levine would do.
It's not Madame, it's Adam Levine. I missed the apostrophe.
Is there anybody like nearby?
Actually, now that you mention it, the streets seem pretty clean. Not how you remember it. They're actually, it seems like the streets have recently been cleaned off. There's not a whole lot of clutter. There's almost no trash. And there doesn't seem to be anyone out like there used to be when you left prior.
That's weird. But there's nobody like on the streets or anything?
No, not that you see, no.
Okay, Wen is going to... I don't want to waste a spell, but I'm going to do this anyway. He's going to dimension door into his old room.
Okay. Wen disappears in front of everyone. Kyrgyz, are you still a lion, or are you going to change back?
Yeah, I think once Wen hops off, I'll change back.
Okay, good stuff. So yeah, Barry's gonna be. Barry's kind of like, oh, okay. When you disappear and reappear in your old room, and it's just the way you remember it, straight to a T. It doesn't look like it's been touched. In fact, there's a pretty thick layer of dust, for the months that you've been gone.
All right. Wen's going to call out inside the house. Madame Levine. Obviously changing back to Wen, so he doesn't
Okay. Yeah.
immediately.
No answer immediately.
I guess he'll go to where he remembers her room being.
Okay. Do you open her door, or what are you doing at her door?
He'll listen to hear if there's anything going on inside.
Roll me a
before
perception
knocking
check.
on the door.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception, oh god. Yeah, one's not good at perception.
That's
one.
Nat 1.
That's my second nat 1
When
perception check tonight.
You don't hear anything from the other side of this door.
He's gonna start knocking.
Still no answer.
About to catch Madame Levine doing the dirty.
Oh god, is the door unlocked?
Do you try it?
I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna open it, but I'm gonna try the handle.
Do you grab the handle and like turn it?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you grab the handle and turn it, I need for you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh god. I'm not good at those either.
This is like a surprise
Nat
sort of
20.
deal. Nat 20. All right, perfect. You grab the door and you feel the door tug immediately. Like you go to turn it and it starts trying to pull you in, and you just like hold on.
Let go of the door handle.
Yeah. You just like end up holding onto the door handle and the door handle, and you can see from the crack in the door where it's kind of open, Madame Levine pulling it. And she's got in her other hand, she's pulling it this way. She's got in her other hand a knife, and she's like going to try to stab. And she's like, "What?
Easy, it's me.
Winnie? Winnie, what are you doing here?"
I got your letter. I said I'd be here as soon as I could.
Yeah, I'm wondering why you actually showed up.
Because you said you needed help.
I did. I do, still. But I didn't think you'd go right into the flippin' trap.
Okay, what trap?
Did you not read the letter?
Yes, I read the letter. You didn't specify what the trap was.
Well, I specified trap.
Okay, trap could mean any number of things. Do you have any idea the amount of spells people know nowadays?
Well, since you're here, come in. She like
Hold on, I gotta
takes
let my friend
the
in.
knife away and opens the door.
Wen's gonna go to the front door and let the others in. real
Wait,
quick.
where are you going?
I've got to let the others in. I think I came
Others?
around.
Oh, there.
You said there was a trap. I brought other people.
Oh, okay. And she's got like her robe on, her night robe. So she's like, you do that, and she closes the door, and you can hear her like rummaging around in her belongings, trying to get dressed real quick.
Nothing like getting woken up at 10 o'clock at night.
Right? Yeah. She had like just gone to sleep too. Someone creeping around her house, Madame Levine. Yeah. You wonder why she had a knife and trying to stab you. Okay, so
I announced my presence.
Yeah. When after about 2 or 3 minutes, you guys standing out there just kind of like aimlessly looking around, you guys honestly still have not seen a single soul on the streets at all at night. And based on what Barry and Wynn have told you about this town, it is a little out of the ordinary. But after a couple minutes, when you hear a clink, and Wynn opens the front door, and ushers you guys in.
All right, come on, get inside before there's still nobody outside. Okay, get inside. Come on.
All right. I guess I should have made oh, that's right. You guys are still linked. I should have made a map of her house. Dang. Should have thought about that.
You didn't think we would go to the one house?
I just didn't think about making a map for it.
Oh.
I knew you were going there. I just didn't think about making a map for it. I don't want you guys connected. There we go. All right. So just for now, I'll probably you guys are probably going to stay here for a minute. So I'll end up making a map. Should be fairly straightforward. So you guys all head in roughly 10 o'clock at night, and you guys head in, and when by the time you get everyone in, Madame Levine's down in the the greeting area where you are familiar with her clientele area, essentially. all decked out to the nines. You're not entirely sure how she even got dressed that fast. Welcome to Madame Levine's Mystic Emporium. I hear you all are here to assist with the little problem of the town.
Yeah, Wen's just gonna go around and introduce everybody to Madame Levine, basically saying their real names instead of the fake names.
Ah, okay. Do you tell her what they're going as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So she would then, she's going to keep track of that as well, knowing what they are. Okay, so nice to meet you all. I am Madame Levine. I've run this shop for a long time. I have known Win for almost as long. My little Winnie. She actually calls him Winnie in front of you all. It's very...
Wen just looks exacerbated.
Yeah.
Don't calling me that.
Aw, I thought you liked that name.
When I was 5.
It's all right. So, what's the plan? I mean, you wake me up at 10 p.m. I'm sure you have a plan for what's going on here. How did you get in the city at this time of night?
Well, they tend not to, and as he's saying this, he's going to shift into Catherine. They tend not to question noble women traveling at 10 o'clock at night with an entourage, and he's going to change back.
Oh, that was easy. I was just a lion.
You were a... Never mind. Okay. Well, I guess that's easy for you all. Then, possibly the rest of this won't be a problem. So, you got my note. When did you tell them what's going on?
I gave them what I could gather from the notes, but there wasn't a whole lot of specifics in it.
So Barry's not here, but she's gonna tell you all, and Barry will corroborate. 1 second here. She's gonna give you this information, and Barry will corroborate this because he's actually heard this before. Essentially, what she says happened over the last couple months ago. Some man showed up, Denarius Scotsbane, some newcomer to town, and ended up causing a big uproar in the town. He quote unquote found out about a secret guild called the Urusai that was running the town, and managed to get enough people agitated by that to essentially stop the guild from doing that. The people who were running it, running the town council that were in the pocket, managed to bring to light all of the information and got enough people agitated enough to basically behead what he or the city thought were the leaders of the Urusai, and additionally convinced the town itself to sign a petition removing Londa as a neutral territory. And then he just one day left, after the city had, like, he was there for several weeks, and he left after the city essentially reestablished its leadership. So that's essentially the story that you've been told. And Barry would be like, yeah, I heard essentially the same thing. So now, the problem is the city is basically was under heavy guard until the guards left for Karth. They got word, she tells you that they got word less than a week ago that the guards should be in town fairly soon, maybe in about a week or so. Back in town, the town will be back under heavy guard. Right now it's still guarded, and it's still very much a all in towards Karth sort of deal. For the most part, the people in here are trying to live every day as normal, but the people in charge are kind of getting a little zealous, is the way she describes it. Taking people and making examples when someone steps out of line. So they implemented a curfew about a week ago, so no one's out after 9 p.m. at night. They implemented new laws for trash cleanup, so you get fined if you leave litter and stuff like that. Basically making the city look nicer than it used to be. And anyone who's caught thieving is executed on the spot. You know, because they frown on that now.
One's gonna look over
Even
at
if it's for
Dante.
food?
Yes, even if it's for food. In fact, unfortunately, many of the, not many, it's even affected several of the children here in town. They are very, very strict with that law.
Fergus bristles at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She'd explained that there's an orphanage on the southwest side of town. Grisapple is the name of the woman who runs it. She's does not treat the kids well, and you know, they do have to, you know, scavenge for food sometimes.
Time for an orphanage coup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, that's essentially the story that she tells you. And essentially she why she quote unquote called you here was to try to ascertain any information you could on this Gosbane character, where he went, who he was, and to kind of realign the city back to where it was prior, when it was a thriving town. People have started leaving, you know, having this sort of thing happen kind of drives people away.
Does the name sound familiar at all to any of us?
To Barry, for sure. Daenerys Gosbane is the same name that he was given by his friend in Londa when he was given this whole story, because he's actually heard this entire story before.
Wen's gonna ask Madame Levine about how long ago it happened.
A few months ago, maybe 3-ish months ago. He just showed up out of the blue and started causing just absolute commotion from day one. I don't know how he got the information he did, but he knew things about the guild that he should not have been able to know.
Did he have anything unique about his appearance? Any scars, any tattoos, anything?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes, he was missing his right hand.
His right hand.
His right hand. Right at the wrist. He had the arm, but no hand.
That's different. That's not what I was expecting, but it's different.
It's not what you were expecting?
It's not what I was expecting.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he's missing the one on his left, not
Nope,
his right.
he's missing the right hand.
Oh, he's missing his right?
Yeah, he's missing the right hand.
He's not missing the wrong hand. He's missing the right hand.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah. Nice. That's one way to do it. Other than that, he was a gruff looking sort of fellow, dark hair, long kind of beard. And I just don't understand how he knew the information he knew, unless he was part of the guild. But everyone that I talked to had no knowledge of him, so I really don't know how he knew that information.
Did he look at all like this? And one's gonna turn into an approximation of the Loki statue using the dark hair and the long beard that she took. Like the coloring for the hair and stuff.
She's gonna look at you. Roll me a performance check first to see how close you get.
I'm gonna look over at Dante and be like,
20.
Dante, can you put that on one of your coins? for
Nice.
help.
Oh yeah, cool. Dante.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Between the two of you, you get a general approximation of what he might have looked like. CSI sort of deal approximation. She's like, actually, yeah, that's pretty close to what he looked like. How did you know what he looked like?
When's gonna change back? Well, we ran into a village of Cyclops on the way here, and they were worshipping a statue of him and thought his name was Loki, and yeah.
Oh.
He's no god, that's for sure.
She, as soon as you mention that, she kind of something clicks in her head. Well, actually, since you mentioned it, you remember the Temple of Set that was here? Yeah, it was. It's now the Temple of Loki.
As soon as she mentions the temple, Kyrgyz is gonna like kind of do like a very slight no, not shiver. He's gonna shake his head no, like it just like no way. just very slight.
Yeah. It's the oddest thing. Everyone here has followed Set for the longest time, and again, they just seemed to find all the right words to convince the people that Loki was the path. Not only that, but they managed to create a statue of Loki that was also, and she's like starting to piece things together, also missing the right hand. Huh.
And you've never seen a statue of Loki before with a hand missing, have you?
No, but he was very clear in his. He said he had spoken to Loki, and he.
Was he missing a right arm?
Can I roll a
Yes.
history check to try and convince her that no, Loki has always had his right hand?
Yes, you can. She is. She's going to be easy to convince because she already doesn't really believe it. And let's see what you rolled. 15. Okay.
I'm gonna. Do I pass?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know much about the gods, especially Loki, but every depiction I've ever seen of him, he's always had two hands.
Well, that's what everyone else in the city said, but he said that he had spoken to Loki recently, and he gave this incredible story about how Loki told him the story about how the gods had turned on him, and for what they considered misdeeds took his hand from him, and that's why we should be creating the statue without his hand, is because the hand is the representation of the gods disfavoring Loki for some reason. He was pretty vague on that, though.
Okay. So to some,
He's a druid. Still though, druid cleric.
I've got 9 levels in druid and 1 in cleric.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's mostly nature.
You're still the cleric. Just like I'm still.
Listen, listen. My clergy days were 80 years ago.
There
Tell
you
me
go.
what you remember from 80 years ago.
Yeah, it ain't much.
That's my role play for the multi-classing, even though the cleric came after the druid levels. But let's not question it too much.
Yeah. It's fine. It's all normal. All right.
I remember.
Yeah, Dante remembers.
The 21st night of September.
Jesus.
Long ago.
Yeah. All right.
Long and stormy night.
Back to the story at hand.
Fire!
Dante.
Wait, the druid can do this. Earth.
Oh no. All right, and there goes the campaign, everyone.
All right. We're just a music video now.
Yes, right.
Cleric saying, "I don't know much about the gods."
Yes, it is pretty funny. So yeah, she gives you that.
Hang on.
spiel.
Can I clarify that statement? How about I said, I don't care much about the gods.
Oh, there you go. That makes more sense why you
I
stopped being a
don't think
cleric.
that makes it better though.
They listen to my prayers, but I don't care about them.
Oh, you sure
How
they
about
listen to
that?
your prayers? Oh,
I mean,
I don't think I ever asked you, Kurgus, what god do you follow then as a cleric? Oh yeah, yeah. You think about that. You think about that. You don't have to answer now, but I do need an
Just
answer
say
at some
set.
point.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so she gives you the story about that, and you're like, yeah, I've never heard any story about that. She's like, yeah, that's what we told him too, and then he gave us this story, and so the town was like, okay, sure. So there's now a statue of Loki, and it's the weirdest thing, as people are praying to the statue and bowing and stuff, they seem to be getting smarter somehow. I don't really understand it. I refuse to bow at the statue, but people have been claiming and being able to prove that they're coming back smarter. So I don't know. Maybe he was telling the truth.
I'm gonna look at her. Knowledge does not mean intelligence, and I say that looking off into the distance.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I know.
Yeah. 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 Barrel right next to you is like, yeah, I'm pretty smart too. I don't need to follow a statue or nothing. Yeah. She's just kind of like, but yeah, essentially she's been a little baffled by this whole situation, and when you kind of get the sense now that that was part of the reason why she wanted you here, is she hasn't been able to gather any information. She is actually still not part of the town council, but she's very close to some of the people on the town council that are now in power. Additionally, a little bit of the background, since you guys are all friends of Wynn. She's gonna tell you, Wynn, that just as like a side note, I don't think everyone in the Urusai was executed. I think that some people played it off and were more or less kind of made to look like it was executed. I very much think the Urusai are still around. They just have not shown themselves in months.
Have you checked the usual spots?
I think it's pretty clear what's going on here.
And what is that, Sir Dwarf?
Well, so between linking the one-handed statues here and the one-handed statues in the Cyclops village, we need to bring the Cyclops here to figure out what's going on.
Oh, Jesus.
I've put it together.
Oh, Jesus.
Kurgus, you do remember that you caused an avalanche to bury them alive, right?
I mean, I didn't. That wasn't on purpose.
She's
That's
just staring
not
like.
what I'm getting at.
I didn't. I didn't
look on
mean
her
to
face.
do that.
I've had a wild time since I've left.
I get the feeling you have.
I have gone back in time. I have fought not demons. I have fought mind control and illithids. I had a dream about a random frost giant. I got railed in a whorehouse. It is a very complicated life out there.
Well, see, when I always told you you needed to expand your horizons, and now you have done that.
It's been 2 months since I left.
The world is a wild place. I always told you that. That's why I needed you to leave. It's why you were supposed to leave anyway.
Right. So what I was saying, it's pretty clear to me. Listen, I've been around for quite a few years now, and it's pretty clear to me we need to bring these Cyclops here to talk to the humans here to see what's going on with these statues.
Mr. Dwarf, sir, Kurgis, how do you think the people of this city are going to respond to a group of Cyclopses who more than likely don't speak their language? How do you think they're going to react?
Well, I mean, they don't need to come into the city, but I mean, I can translate. I did it while we were there. Things worked out just fine when we left.
How do you see that playing out?
Well,
just run it through your head real quick. How do you see that playing out? They're gonna come. The humans are gonna see the Cyclopses, and then there's gonna be fighting, more than likely, because they don't mesh.
So, hear me out. We talked. Is there a council in this city?
Yes. Should give you names. I don't have names right now.
They
should give you names.
What are they? No,
I don't have them right now.
I know. So hear me out. The giants are strong, or the Cyclops are strong but stupid, but they have been misled by this Loki. So perhaps maybe we don't bring them here, but maybe we bring them in on whatever the plan is going forward, because we cannot let this one-handed god, in quotes, and I do the quotes, keep proliferating himself. And all of the races deserve to know of his deception.
You don't mean immediately. You mean eventually.
Yeah, I would give them some time to calm down after we dropped an avalanche on them.
Okay, first of all, they don't know that we did that. Second of all, that was not on purpose. Third of all, yes, give them some time.
At the very least, they're going to remember when telling them to go into the storm.
Kurgis, I actually think that is not a bad idea. But the timing would have to be correct. I can very much see if you have the appropriate timing for that.
I think we...
Go ahead.
I think we have the timing and the in. And I'm gonna kind of wink at the rest of the party. I'm referring to Glorp.
Oh, if he survived.
What do you? No, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Okay, well, just as a reminder, he was there putting the fires out in the city that got covered in the avalanche. I'm just saying. I'm not saying
looks
he's
like
dead.
it was a team effort that we killed them.
It's definitely a team effort.
Gabe, do you want to make an evil character? That's
all
I'm saying.
He doesn't need to make an evil character.
I've made a couple evil characters already. You don't know yet.
You don't need to. There's probably just one.
Yeah. You guys have no idea. It's gonna be so magical too. I love it. Okay.
But yeah, on a serious note, that is what I say. Like, perhaps they would like to know, and we can bring them in as allies. I know that hasn't been the case, and I'm gonna kind of look back at the party.
Yeah, they she's kind of on board with that, but the timing definitely has to be right. Not now. It wouldn't make sense to do it now. Well, she looks back at Wen. I assume you'd like to stay in your room for the evening?
Yeah, do you have room for everybody else? Or should we just all hunker in my room for the night then?
If you would like, you can all make yourselves comfortable in this chamber here. When you can stay in your room if you'd like, or stay with them. It's up to you. I understand you guys have been traveling for a while together. Just make sure you're up before the store opens. Need the space and clean up, and have to get ready for the day.
Just like the good old days then.
Just like the good old days. Almost.
Almost. Yeah, Wen's gonna go sleep in his own room for tonight.
Okay.
Because he's like, I haven't slept in a real bed in weeks.
Yeah, so you guys can all get a long rest here. You would have already had a long rest. Yeah. Man, excuse me. Okay, so is there anything anyone would like to do before the evening's out? If not, we can kind of skip ahead to the morning.
Yeah, Wen's gonna look around his room and just clean it with prestidigitation to get rid of all the dust and stuff.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes.
What you
I'm
want?
good. I'm just happy to be in a room.
What you want, Dante?
Literally just look at everything and touch everything.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I'll give you a description of this room. There is a large crystal ball in the center of a table. In the center of this room, on the outskirts by the walls, are all sorts of like odds and ends, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Eclectic sort of paraphernalia from all different sorts of regions. There's like a orc skull on the side that's dressed in like feathers and stuff, a weird looking deal. In front of it, a little plaque, the cursed skull of Orphanox, and that sort of stuff, all around Daning all the walls. So with all of that, I'm not going to give you descriptions of everything, but there's all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So are you actually touching everything?
It looks tempting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks tempting. I'll definitely give you that. It
I'll
also
touch a couple of things.
okay. Okay. Well, just for now, because I don't have a good outlier of it, I'm gonna say that the couple things that you touch, nothing happens. But if you're touching everything, something's gonna happen. I do have ideas for this room, so I want to make sure that you're situated. So yeah, you're walking around looking at everything. Like I said, eclectic paraphernalia throughout from this entire realm. Dante, there's even things from the city that you like lived in for a while, Tolkeg, way up north. Like the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't
Snowy
think of the words.
mountains.
Permafrost icicle. It's an icicle that is, even though in this temperature, it's not melting at all. That sort of deal up from Tolkeg. And you've seen those before. You're familiar with those. Very, very cold. They create their own sort of cold. But
I want it.
You know better than to touch that one, though.
But I want it.
Yeah, but it's like trying to grab dry ice with your bare hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I still want it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Are you going to take it?
I don't have any means of taking it.
Okay, you just want it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, looking around, it's very, very clear to see that it's kind of meant to be a showy sort of room. But yeah, you guys, you look around, Dante, you touch a couple things, and nothing seems to happen. But yeah, and I'll come up with some more descriptions for you. But for now, you guys will rest here for the night. Yes, Dante?
Hey guys, I just realized I had Skywrite.
Dante.
You have what?
Skywrite.
Skywrite.
The one time it's useful, he doesn't see it.
Well, whatever.
Oh god,
We'll
that's
remember
hilarious.
it for next time.
Nah, I'll just drop it right now.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so everyone go ahead and take your long rest. Dante, you may want to just exchange that spell out since you won't need it for the next, 2 years of the real-time campaign.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, right. Excuse me. Oh man.
I killed Gabe.
Yeah, no joke. So, yeah, you guys get take your long rest and you wake up in the morning. I assume Wynn, since they're not sleeping in a tiny hut tonight, Wynn kind of comes down and wakes you up before the shop opens. Wynn.
Yeah, Wen's gonna wake them up, and then he's gonna start going around just doing the stuff he remembers he's supposed to do to open up the store.
Okay, like dusting and prestidigitating some
Yeah.
stuff away, and yeah,
Just like straightening everything up, getting it ready for customers.
yep. As you're doing that, Madame Levine comes back down. She is in a beautiful looking gown, big, giant, bulbous hat on her head, very colorful, long feather sticking out of the top, and makeup galore over her face. Her nails are all done nice and long. Then she comes down and, Winnie, so good to see that you're still doing everything that you remember.
And it's glad to see that thing got bigger since last time. And he's gonna look ahead.
Yeah.
What?
You said it looks like it's gotten bigger since last time?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's the same size as it's always been. And you can tell this time, seems to be getting into a character. Her words are much more drawn out. They're much lengthier in the speech that she is saying, sort of deal. Yes, that is what she said. Now, Wynn, do be safe in the city, please. Don't want to see you in the dungeons. That would be lovely.
That happened once when I was 7, and it was an accident.
Uh-huh. Again, and she looks at everyone. Just watch him, please. All right. Out the door. People are starting to...
I'll keep an eye on them while they're out there.
She's like assuring you, all right, out. People are going to be ready to come in anytime. And she kind of kicks you out of her own store. I don't want to move Beryl. Beryl's just going to follow you guys around. Where are you guys headed? When?
When is just... Because we mentioned the temple got changed over and some of the council members have converted. Should we go to the temple then?
I think the temple sounds like a good place to start, just to see the statue, because she said that the new one is missing a hand. Yeah. Or did I remember that incorrectly?
No, that's right. The new one's missing a hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe we should go to the temple first before we talk to the puppets.
Okay, cool. You guys head to the temple.
I'm gonna go ahead and lead everybody over there then.
Beautiful. Everyone follows over. As you guys make your way through the...
That they should talk to, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So Lord Barrelhoof's Ale Estate is where Lord Barrelhoof stays. And Wynn would tell you about a contested, several months ago at least, contested sort of brewery rivalry that goes on between Lady Venther to the south and Lord Barrelhoof. They kind of gone back and forth over and over. The Higtuff is a new one to Barry. They were kind of new to town just before you left. The Feldstore and Kinsler, they kind of both take sides with either Lord Barrelhoof or Venther, and yeah. So as you guys get closer to the temple, Wynn describes to you these people, these hoity-toity, high-class people who are all into this brewery sort of rivalry that the city apparently has. And as you guys get to the temple, there's a large set of stairs that go up just past the fountain up to now the Temple of Loki. You can see that there has been some work. The outer side of this temple has been cleaned up. There is no longer a statue of Set on the outside. It's been removed and probably taken away somewhere or pitched, who knows. And are you guys headed into the temple?
Yeah, Wen at the very least would want to check out the temple.
Okay. Everyone else following?
Yeah, I'd like to see what the statue looks like.
Okay. Dante, you too? I'm going to take your silence as a yes.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. You're looking at the temple.
Yes.
All right, you guys head inside, and as you guys are heading up, a person, another human comes out, and I'm sorry, yes, human comes out, and speaking in, actually in Sylvan to themselves, still some terminology that you don't understand. They're just kind of like scribbling on a piece of paper, just speaking in Sylvan, writing down. They look like they're fervently writing. Like looks up at you and back to writing as he's walking down the stairs. Talking about, you're not entirely sure what he was talking about, but it sounded smart.
I don't understand any of it.
Yeah. As you make your way inside, though, there are several people in this temple. And it is actually a fairly large temple. There are healing houses to the south, or I'm sorry, to the north. And to the south is kind of like a waiting room, sort of mausoleum-ish type area. If you can imagine that. In the center is a long walkway all the way to the back wall where there is now a large temple, or a large shrine to Loki, who looks identical to the statue you saw in the mountains. Identical. Missing the right hand, the big sort of like boisterous body, large crown looking helmet deal. Yeah, several people are praying at the shrine currently. What are you guys doing?
Wen's gonna look at the clergyman and see, because Wen grew up in Rothus, so he would know approximately who the normal clergymen were.
Mm-hmm.
Does he recognize any of the ones that are currently in the temple?
No, they seem new.
Well, that's fun. Wen's gonna look over to Curtis. I don't actually recognize any of the clergymen in here.
So I know it's been quite a while since I've been in a temple, but do I recognize any of the prayers or anything that they're doing right now?
It's more of just like they're praying to themselves, like mouthing to themselves, so you're not hearing the prayers, and they're like bowing to the statue. Think like if you were paying homage to a king, that's kind of how they're like bowing, but like over and over.
Gotcha.
So it's
seems normal.
Worship and more worship.
Yeah. More cult like, not so much worship.
Listen, it's been a long time since I've been in a temple, but I don't remember this.
Does Wen notice that too, or is it just Kyrgyz?
I would think both of you would probably. I mean, you wouldn't know specifically that it's like cult-like, but it doesn't seem like your normal sort of like someone sits somewhere and just says a prayer and then, nothing happens and they walk out. You know what I mean?
Right.
These people in here seem more zealous. I'll say it that way.
No, would this be a correct way to phrase it? Nothing is wrong, but something is slightly off.
I guess.
Nothing is war, but there's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, you can. I will say that you can take it that way if you'd like.
That's kind of what I'm getting with what you're putting down.
Yeah. You're feeling the vibes. You're vibing. So yeah, that's what it's like on the inside. What do you guys do or say?
Wen is gonna walk out because he's like, okay, the clergymen are different. They're doing a different form of worship. That's enough for him right now.
Okay.
This friggin' statue. This guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna specifically emphasize this guy.
Yeah. How loud do you say that?
Normal tone. Not yelling, but not whispering.
Okay. Dante, what are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Oh, you gotta swallow that mic again, bud.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go. All right, say it again.
I'm chilling. That
Shit.
really doesn't catch my attention.
Okay. He's just walking and looking around. Curtis, you say that out loud, and a couple of the clergymen look in your general direction. Like, look at you, kind of scowl a little bit, and then go back to, they're actually, it looks like they're polishing the statue.
They're doing what to the statue?
Polishing it,
Oh, okay.
making it look pretty. Yeah.
But yeah, I if they looked at me, I either didn't notice or just ignored it.
That's fine.
Don't care.
Yeah. Barry's in the kind of the same boat. Yeah, and I don't want to speak for Barry, so we'll see when Barry gets back next week what he will do. So do you guys leave the temple then, all of you?
Yeah, Wen is probably actually gonna grab Fergus and try to drag him towards the orphanage.
Okay.
Where are we going now? When?
There's just something I want to check out.
Dante, you still following along?
He's gonna whisper over to Fergus. Do you have good berry today?
I have that every day. You never know when it'll come in handy, and you never know when somebody will need it.
Good. Do you mind using it? Because the orphanage really doesn't get a whole lot of food. Hi, you want food too, apparently.
Cats are good like that.
When can you do a perception check?
Oh God, I'm not good at those. 14.
When you say that, you see like a slight shift in Kurgis's composure, but I'm gonna follow you a little more closely after you say that.
Okay. Dante, are you following along here as well?
I was gonna say I have something that can help us, but I gotta alter my spells.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it'll probably be a day after I can help. So I'm kind of useless right now.
Okay. I love it. All
Let's
right.
create food and water.
Gotcha. Okay. Nice. That will be helpful. Okay. So yeah, again, as you guys are continuing on, either Barry or Wynn will give you more descriptions. The city council building to your south, Majibwedi is what they call it in the city, and the dungeon, Yervikov, is what they call it. So if you hear someone say Yervikov or Majibwedi, that's what they are talking about, not council building or dungeon. And as you guys kind of get closer, you can see there's a couple kids, and it is it's not really cold. Actually, I take it back. It is kind of cold. It's about 60 degrees outside. And as you guys make your way out around this building, you can see that there's some kids actually doing some pretty hard labor, splitting wood, that sort of deal. Nothing too safe, to be honest. Loading it into a cart and kind of moving around the city, and they're not moving it currently, but they will be. And the sign on the orphanage at the front is the salvaged oleander. And when you would tell them about Grisfrappel.
Yeah. She is a horrid woman. Is it? Because Wen would remember her very specifically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Madame Levine, I would have grew up here. She's terrible. There's no other way to describe it.
As Wynn is saying that, You can hear an older woman screaming at one. You call that cutting wood? I cut wood like that when I was a child. It was 10 times as good. Put your back into it. That sort of deal. As you guys.
When Wen says the name, can I make a nature check?
Before I say yes, for what?
The name.
But yeah, I know, but what is your intent with that?
To know, like, to know what an oleander is.
Oh, the salvage. Yes, absolutely.
I should probably look that up since I'm the one that named it.
It's
Yep,
a flower.
15.
It's a flower, and it can be quite
Beautiful, but
poisonous.
very toxic one.
Yes, quite
All
poisonous.
right. So, I don't know what you want to do with that roll then, since Wen named the orphanage.
What are you talking about?
I got a 15 on that nature check for an oleander.
Oh, I don't know if you heard us. It's a flower. It's very beautiful, but toxic. Very toxic.
Okay, and so we hear that yelling right as I hear the name of the place.
Yeah.
Well, really?
Yeah, right as he's telling you about how awful she is, basically, and you see the name and you hear her screaming at the same time.
I'm gonna walk in front of Wen and kick the door.
I'm gonna grab him on the shoulder before he goes.
I'm gonna kick and get pulled back and miss.
Yeah.
What?
Let me handle this.
Kurgus looks very angry after hearing what you just said and then the yelling coming from inside.
So when is there the children outside, does it look like that's all of them, or does it look
No.
like
Okay, so yeah, let me be clear. She is actually outside yelling at one of the kids who's splitting wood outside about how awful they are at cutting wood.
Like over here?
Yeah, she's over there. Let me just
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. All right. Well, then I would not have tried to kick in the door, but I would have started marching up to her.
Okay, that's fair.
As Wen grabs my shoulder.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm not gonna resist, so I'll spin around like when Wen grabs out.
Yeah, you almost get kicked, Wen. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so he like spins you around. When what do you say again?
What?
When does she turn around to look at us, or has she not seen us yet?
She hasn't seen you yet because you didn't yell anything yet, did you?
No, not yet.
I yelled at Wen. What?
Let me handle this. Wen's just gonna walk forward. I'm assuming it's a little girl doing it.
Yes.
All right, Wen's just gonna walk up, and after she swung or before she swung, just not when she's actively swinging, he's going to grab the axe from her hand and say, "Head inside now. Go on. Get out of the cold."
Hey, step away from that child. She's doing
I'm throwing the axe at her head, or not at her head, but near her head.
What? Who do you think you are throwing weapons like that? Guards!
While Wen's doing that, like Wen said that he had that, and I've known Wen long enough. I stood here and I'm not looking back here. I'm looking this way.
Mm-hmm. There are guards coming.
Okay.
Wen's gonna shoot the girl inside before walking up to Frapple.
Okay.
Just like, go inside, sweetie. I'll handle this. It's a bit cold for children to be outside, don't you think?
It's fine. She was doing fine until you came along and took.
She was shivering in the cold.
A little cold never hurt anyone.
Well, then you should have no problem doing it yourself, then.
Am I able to hear this?
Oh yeah, this is not a quiet conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I don't think that you would want the guards to find out you were having the children do your work, now do you?
What are you talking about?
It's your job to keep the orphanage running, not theirs. It's not their job to split the wood. It's not their job to do the clean. Wen's just going on a rant because he's had this coming for like years, because he's seen it over and over. But he's like, I can do something about it now.
As you're having that conversation, Dante and Barry, who's not here, two guards come up from behind you. Hey, what's going on here? I heard someone shouting for guards. What's going on?
Cranky old lady.
It's just, oh, Grisfapple. Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know.
All right, we'll move out of the way. We need to see what's going on.
Can I use word? Have I had a minute alone with her?
Yes.
Can I have her make a wisdom save?
What? So let me ask. What are you casting?
I'm not casting anything. I'm using words of terror. Once per short rest, I can speak to one humanoid alone for 1 minute and cause it to be frightened of me or another creature of my choice if it fails a wisdom save for 1 hour or until it's attacked.
Beautiful. I love that.
And if I succeed, they have no idea I have used this ability.
Sweet. She rolled a 16.
That's barely enough. My DC's 15.
Oh, that sucks. All right. So yeah, you like your eyes kind of glow a little bit, like you described when you were doing it to Barry. She like, what are you doing? Stop that! Stop it! Guards! As just as the guards are turning the corner, Kargus, you'd see the guards turning the corner. Hey, what's going on back here?
Nothing. And I'm gonna stare at them.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like nothing when someone's screaming guards.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. Nothing.
Dwarf, if you don't move right now, you're going into...
As he's talking, I'm gonna wild shape into a bear.
Oh my god. Roll me an intimidation check. I'm gonna just tell you they both fail. Or not. Oh my god. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna give you advantage on that because that is something that should frighten them.
But okay, all right, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. I'm still gonna take the nat one just because it's fucking hilarious. All right, so you're still gonna frighten the hell out of them, but let's do it this way. All right, so you turn into this bear, right? So you wild shape into a bear, and as you grow in size widthwise, you're actually a little too close to the wall next to you, and as you grow, it actually pushes and knocks you over, so you fall on your side still as a bear. So you're prone right now, but both guards are like, "Whoa, what? No!" And start running away. What is more guards? Morgan, we have a bear.
Wen hears this, right?
Yeah.
Quick thingamajigger.
Yeah.
When they run past me, can I just grease them so they can fall?
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Before they get too far past. So you cast grease. What's the save on that?
17 dex.
Wow. Actually, one of them does save. One of them does save. But you have grease, so let's grease the ground. And this is why these campaigns take forever, man.
You're welcome.
Thank
because
you.
we do shit that you don't expect.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Difficult terrain, so it takes him longer, but he's shouting for more guards. The other guy falls prone. Kurgus, you're prone. All right. And when just go away. What do you want from me?
Well, what I want from you is you to be no longer here, but I can't have that. So you're going to do your job from now on.
Yeah. Just like I'm doing my job now. Have a nice day. And she starts walking away.
Thunderous Smite on the barrel next to her.
A loud rush like explodes into the city. Everyone in the city can hear it, loud, as she screams in panic and runs inside and closes the door behind her as fast as she possibly can.
Deranged spellcaster on the
Yeah, no joke. All of you are fucking deranged. You're gonna grease the
yeah,
guards and
except you-
intimidate them? You guys haven't been here
Yeah.
for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
I
god.
don't care if they're letting this woman beat children.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't
I just
bear.
look for any excuse.
It's fair. It's very fair.
Dante
I
didn't lead
Yeah,
us.
and then Dante just wants to be Dante.
Yeah,
so.
Dante's just being Dante. I'm not.
Any
concerned
excuse is
about
fine with me.
Dante. I really wish Barry was here. Oh man. Are you guys? Let me ask at this point, because I really I foresee things going a certain way. Do you guys like to pause till next week so we can get Barry back here to find out what's going on with all of this and see how it's going to progress?
I think this depend. I don't know exactly how things are going to go, but I think this might be important for Barry to be involved in because we're attacking an entire city basically.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of why I'm.
I mean,
I'm
this is the time to do it. They don't have as many guards.
Yeah, what happens when all the guards show up though?
I'll just
We'll be
put
gone.
them in. Yeah, we'll be gone.
Right.
There's a
I was just more referring to like Barry not being here for this particular incident.
Yeah. Well, no, I gotcha. That's up to you guys. So let me we'll get a show of hands, quote unquote. So who all is in favor of waiting until next week? We'll pause here and meet back up next week.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay to pause because this seems like it's going to take a while to resolve. Even if Barry wasn't here.
Yeah. I'm very concerned. I'm just very concerned because you guys have
Yeah,
no idea how many guards are here.
because if it does devolve into combat, I mean, we're not going to finish this up in 45 minutes.
No, definitely not.
Why
Okay.
did she have to roll just the exact number?
Yeah, I know, right? All right. So we'll pause here then. And
Doesn't matter. I'm with you, Wen.
like
I wasn't here, but I'm with you.
Oh my god. All right.
No. This was always going to happen between me and Kirkus. This was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, you knew what happened here, and when Kirkus found out.
Oh yeah. And to be fair, I mean, as the DM, I kind of expected this sort of blow up, but maybe not
To
at
be
this
Bear.
caliber, and maybe not at this caliber. Although I guess at this point, I probably should expect it at this caliber. Just like, oh yeah, you're gonna die. I'm surprised Dante didn't just like lightning bolt her.
Like, she's going to die.
Yeah.
Even you want me to?
She's
the
inside.
whole plan
She's
was
inside.
I was
You
going
can't.
to threaten her with the words of terror, and then we were just going to send the guards off, and then I was going to threaten her, like, if you ever
Yeah.
treat the kids like this again.
Wait, are we trying to kill her?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
I
Don't
don't know
do
if
it.
I don't know if
I
I'm
didn't
down
like
with
Riz-
that.
Like, I didn't like Grizz out.
I grizzed out.
So this is actually why I want Barry here. Barry grew up with her.
Oh, Barry
Oh,
grew up with
no.
her. Oh shit, that's even more reason to wait. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Barry's got some.
So Barry's just going to hear Wen going in on her.
Yeah.
Barry just needs to. Okay, at this point, Barry just needs to say the word, and I will
Okay,
turn. I
can
will
we
turn
pause
from the
it?
guards and go onto her as a bear.
I just love the fact she thinks a door is going to stop anything.
Hey, look, it's an NPC. They do the best they can, man.
Nah, man, nah.
Yeah, so let's do that. We'll end here. My voice is getting kind of raw anyway. I am still sick, so yeah, well, hopefully I won't be sick next week. It'll be lovely not to be sick for once, so that'll be great. And yeah, we'll see what you guys do next week. I'm excited to explode his town. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to bear.
You're gonna bear. Yeah. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, we'll just upcast the hell out of sleep and just knock all the guards out.